And we're on. Hey everybody, this is KCR College Radio. You're listening to the award-winning Sound of State here at San Diego State University. For those of you who live on campus or in the San Diego County, you can tune in at AM 1610. And for everybody else, you can tune in live at kcrlive.com, where we stream worldwide 24/7. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube. As long as you look up KCR College Radio, you can find us there too. And send us some love. We'll love it because we love you. With that in mind, my name is Tishamora, and I'm your host for this evening for my entertainment talk show, Tishtalk, where each week I talk about entertainment. I choose a topic in entertainment, I grab some of my friends, we talk about it for the hour, and we have some good fun. You can follow me at KCR Tishtalk, that's KCRTISH Talk, at the social medias as well. I have a Twitter where I usually take my questions, Instagram where I like to post about stuff pertaining to this. I also have a YouTube where I go ahead and I put all of the past shows that I've had for the past year or so. If you guys want to go back and listen, as well as this episode will be on there as well, eventually. And on Facebook, where today I'm actually going to be live streaming. So if you guys follow and like on there, we'll be on there in courtesy of our guest for this evening. So with that in mind, if you couldn't already tell, tonight's going to be all about Marvel and DC. And I've been wanting to do this show for a while. It just wouldn't happen, though. I remember the first time I wanted to do this, and the production studio was down, and I had to settle for a live stream, which is not bad, but, you know, there was nothing tangible for me to keep, because it was really sad. But anyways, my guest for this evening, since this is our crossover week here at KCR, on Tuesday, I was on his show from 10 to noon. Brett from Brett and Mackee is here with me, as well as Thomas Torres, if you guys want to say hello.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Hello. I'm sorry if I ruined if you're going to do
I know I was going to do hey, Mackee, if you're listening in, I'm supposed to be you today.
He's not listening.
He's not listening?
He's not listening.
Okay. That's fine. That's okay. That's all right. The bit's ruined, but okay.
I'm sorry.
Whatever.
Sorry. I thought you said it's my show.
Continue being Mackee, so like 5 people can get the joke.
Okay.
5 people. True. So usually what I have my guests do, you can do this either as Thomas or Mackee, doesn't matter. You can introduce yourself, since I just introduced you, basically how we all know each other, what you guys are up to, and this is your chance, Brett, if you want to do plugs. I'll also let you do in the end as well. So.
Oh, beautiful.
So.
Anyway. Cool. Wait, can I go?
Yes.
Yes. My turn? Okay. I am Brent Michael, and my show on KCR College Radio. And, you know, frankly, I think it's probably we're just going to go ahead and call it the best talk show in the world.
Well, that's debatable.
Howard Stern, come at me, 619-594-6982.
Well, yeah, that's debatable.
But yeah, so I am one of the co-hosts of Brett and Mackey in the Morning here on KCR. We are live every Tuesday morning from 10 until noon, and we have our show with Mackey Dimmick and Ava Anderson, who is also from Taco Tuesdays with the Avocado. It's every Friday, because in her world, every Friday is Taco Tuesday. Or every day is taco, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, so we have fun, we play games, and we're just generally loud.
Guy Fieri ASMR.
Yeah. So that's me.
Oh,
and Thomas is a regular on our show as well. So he's
well, I haven't been a regular on your show so far this semester, but I have been a regular. Yeah, and so I have a show. If you were listening in earlier today, I have shows Fridays 1 to 3. It's a music show. 2-hour music show. Sometimes I do DJing stuff. Sometimes I do
freestyling.
Freestyling, wacky stuff.
Dude, that was awesome.
Wacky.
And so actually, Tisha called in to our show.
Yeah, it was
to
fun.
my show, to get a little sneak preview of Tishtalk
of tonight,
which is right now.
And so, like I said, what we're going to be talking about tonight is Marvel and DC. And for Brett's sake, I will try and squeeze in Star Wars talk. That's just so much nerdy things to go into one episode, man. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, okay, well, to be fair, like, Marvel and DC are, like, already nerdy things. Like, you can't get around...
Which is what I'm saying. Like, you're going to stack another one on top of that?
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you like superhero films in general, you're already in, like, there's no coming back from that. Like, I'm imagining, like a World War II veteran, like, he's not going to like anything like superhero related. He's gonna be watching like war films or something. Yeah, he's gonna be watching MASH.
Yeah.
You know, he's no nerd.
I'm not saying I'm not a nerd. I'm just saying that's a lot of nerdy stuff in one episode.
That's true.
It's gonna be a lot. But also, because you just completely reminded me, at the end of Brett's show on Tuesday, he played. What did you play? It was like an outro, yeah.
Yeah. I have it.
So, do you want to play?
I mean, if you want me to, yeah. Why? Okay, I want to know why specifically the outro.
Well, because I was gonna say, I recognized the music that he used from it.
Oh, right. Okay, that's where we're going with this.
And I only needed like a couple of hints. I'll turn that on.
Sure.
But yeah, I only needed a couple hints to figure out. And for those of you who are listening, I used to be in band. Like for I was growing up as a band kid.
Yeah.
And then my nerdy love for all things like superheroes and just like nerdy things in general kind of like cultivated with that.
Yeah.
So I don't know is it on? Brett?
Yeah. No, I haven't played it yet.
Cool. No, you're good.
But she actually, this is freaky because you know our outro, right?
No, I don't. Oh, you mean the Rod Sterling thing?
Rod Sterling, Take Us Away.
Yeah.
Which we're gonna have to coax him out if you want to play this, but she nailed the song, like the outro song.
Is it? I don't even know what song you play.
Here, okay, so I'll play it.
So,
I'm not that big of a,
you guys,
that big of a Brett and Mackee nerd.
No, but it was just like a nerd in general, dude. Because I was like, oh man, because I got excited because I recognized it, and then as soon as I said it, I was like, wow, that was like a really nerdy thing for me to do.
You guys want to coax him out of his hiding?
Sure.
You got to get him out here.
Oh
Rod.
yeah, but we don't.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Ready?
Please.
Everybody on 3. 1, 2, 3. Rod Sterling, take us away.
I'm so not used to this.
This has been a love story about two lonely people who found each other in the Twilight Zone.
Thank you for flying Star Tours. Bye-bye.
You mean that like little outro?
This one. I was able to nail what this came from.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I was able to nail what this came from.
She got it on the first try.
Yeah. Like I asked him, I was like, this sounds really familiar. No, it wasn't the first try. You had to give me a hint.
Yeah, I did give you a hint.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. Well, way to steal your own thunder.
What?
I mean, it was on the first try.
Is this not the Incredibles theme?
Nope.
It's not. No.
It's not Pixar.
I'm
I mean, and there's a
offended.
reason she brought it up today.
Okay,
on the theme of this show.
Yeah.
Don't tell me it's.
Oops, sorry.
I swear to God, don't tell me it's like a Captain America thing or something.
Not Captain America.
Okay, spoil it. Who is it?
So I'm gonna turn it down a little bit, Matt.
Yeah, I can turn it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the nerd in me came out when I realized it. It's the soundtrack by I think Brian Hunter. It's from Iron Man 3, and it's the credits outro.
Is it really?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Can you dig it?
Oh wow.
I was like,
Oh wow.
no.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that, so.
I didn't even realize I knew it. I just like listening to it because for the longest time, and we'll get into the topic eventually. Because I was like a band kid eventually.
Yeah.
I was a band kid growing up, so when I started getting into nerdier things like Marvel and everything, and they started producing more, I would download all of the soundtracks from it, and I would kind of like not just from that, but also like in Disney and like whatever, the Studio Ghibli movies.
Yeah.
I would download the soundtracks, and I would like. One, it's like it's a good practice for me to kind of be like, this is what professional music sounds like, but also it's like I would remember like scenes and kind of connect it to the music since it's like a really big key of it. So superhero wise, that was like
I think the only superhero like original soundtrack that I for sure remember is the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man. the Spider-Man, like, and because that movie is like really, that movie is actually like you can't forget that movie. So like any of like the thing where it's just like, to me that's like classic like superhero soundtrack.
Yeah.
But like
the Spider-Man.
Brian,
the Spider-Man.
619-594-6982.
Oh yeah.
Also, yeah, if you can tell, there's a studio phone, and I didn't say earlier, but it's a 619-594-6982 if you guys want to give us a call. I know we have some fellow directors who may or may not be listening, and I tried to coax them out of the production studio. So
Cowards.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
I did.
I love my job.
I don't. Wait, what?
If you guys want to call in and enjoy the conversation or just say hello, we'd love that. But you mentioned Spider-Man, and I know that before we left, we were saying that all three of us watched Spider-Man Homecoming, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
What was our thoughts? Well, before we do that, we also watched the original, quote unquote,
Yes, Sam
Tobey
Raimi.
Maguire.
Yeah, the Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
And then have you seen?
I haven't seen the Andrew Garfield ones.
You have not seen the Andrew Garfield
No,
ones?
why would I?
I have seen the Andrew Garfield
I've seen the
ones.
Andrew Garfield ones to my dismay, but I've seen them.
Really? Okay, so I guess my first question is, out of the three that we've seen within our millennia,
Yeah.
the three different versions of Spider-Man, which one do you think nailed it?
Okay, well, I'll let you go first.
I see. The problem is like I want to say Homecoming, but then I feel like everybody was going to want to jump down my throat for that because it's
What?
it's the newest hottest thing.
Well, there's a reason why they casted him, because that's my answer.
Well, I think
Homecoming.
that Tom Holland is finally the Spider-Man that did Spider-Man justice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm still a fan of the Sam Raimi classic. I love the Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2. Hey, even like Spider-Man 3 with like,
Venom.
Yeah, Venom, and then like emo Peter, all that garbage. Yeah, whatever.
I mean, it's a classic at this point.
It's a classic. I love it because it's cheesy, it's corny, it's Sam Raimi. Like it's literally like.
But I mean,
there's
in terms
literally
of,
like
the
a
character.
line. There's literally a line in the Sam Raimi one where it's just like, "Are you in? Or are you out, Spider-Man?" And Spider-Man's like, "It's you who's out, Gobby. Out of your mind." And it's just so stupid. It's so cheesy and cornballish that I love it. But then like the Andrew Garfield tried to take it in that, like the Andrew Garfield ones tried to take it in a different direction, and I just don't think they put enough care into it.
If anything, that one was probably the worst. And it's funny because I like the characters and stuff, but it's just that in terms of like representing Peter, it's probably the worst.
I did like Spider-Man Homecoming though. I really enjoyed it. Not to say that like I did not enjoy like Spider-Man Homecoming, but I just felt like the Sam Raimi trilogy is just too iconic. I did like legit enjoy Homecoming.
Well, because the Sam Raimi trilogy was the original.
Yeah, that was one of the few like superhero movies that actually did its character justice. Because if you look at like say Ben Affleck's Daredevil, that didn't get a lot of traction.
Well, see, that's what I mean though. Like the thing is about like Sam Raimi, because Sam Raimi back then wasn't concerned about like the Marvel Universe stuff.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, because it wasn't as serious.
Yeah, it wasn't as serious, but that's like
cinema.
why I like it though, because it's just like it's its own contained story.
Yeah.
And like Sam Raimi knows that like, okay, yeah, like you got to make a character, you got to go through the plot. He's swinging around DC, whatever. Like to me, that's awesome. And like I like the Spider-Man Homecoming one where it's just like it's Peter Parker's actually like a high school kid now. Like he's not some 30-year-old man. He's not 30-year he's not a 30-year-old man trying to be a high school kid. And the other thing I like too about like the Homecoming like Spider-Man was that like he actually had like conflict between like, oh, I have to either be Spider-Man or I have
Peter.
to be Peter Parker. So
and I want to say that Tom Holland, I feel like he's like, for me, I feel like he's one of the characters or one of the actors that's been able to nail both Peter Parker and Spider-Man at the same time, because like I feel like that's where Andrew Garfield mixed it. Like he missed it.
Well, okay, Andrew Garfield. Okay.
Because the thing is
that
mark, man.
Peter Parker's always supposed to be a nerd, right?
Yeah, he was supposed to be like this.
Andrew
angsty...
Garfield is sexy as hell.
Not that.
Okay. Because the thing is, it's not supposed to be like. It's not supposed to be like. The thing is, Peter, like you can't make like a nerd character, and like nowadays, like because it's like everyone's a nerd now.
Yeah.
Like we're talking nerd stuff right now. Like. So I mean, like the way they went with like Spider-Man Homecoming was great because he's socially not inept, but he's socially like not awkward. I want to say like he's just not experienced
Shy.
it. Yeah, he's not experienced it yet.
Okay.
And like the original Sam Raimi ones, he was like legit like a nerd. Like a nerd, but that was like in the classic sense of the word. And the Andrew Garfield ones, they knew at that time like, hey, like everyone's into nerdy stuff. Like, so what do we make Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, Peter Parker? Oh, we'll make him like the outcast character.
That's fair. You know what?
Yeah.
Like,
when you explain it like that, then that's fair.
But like that doesn't work for Peter Parker though, because he looks like a school shooter. He looks like a legit like. That's
one way of putting it, man. Okay.
He looks like a school shooter. I'm not gonna lie, but he does. He looks too edgy. He's just like, like
3edgy5, the Marvel Universe.
I don't like
Can I ask, because I was a big fan of the inclusion in the MCU overall.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I like that it was worked in, but a lot of people when Homecoming came out thought that there was too much Iron Man.
I have thoughts. Okay, hold on.
Keep going, yeah.
So for me, I'm a little biased just because like Iron Man is one of my favorites and has a very like close place in my heart because that's what got me into really like liking MCU and everything Marvel on my own. So when they advertised Homecoming as him being a part of it, like in terms of like an outside suit, okay, yeah, I can see that like, oh, they're gonna overshadow Peter with Tony, but then like throughout the movie, I feel like it was still enough for Peter Parker, like the way that like they established Tony is that he's essential to Peter Parker, like he is in the comic books, in terms of like cultivating him into an Avenger.
Right,
So
right.
it's like necessary. So people tripping over that. It's like, no, if you look at him, not only are they like he's supporting Peter in that sense, but he's also becoming like a father role. Like it's more than just him being Iron Man.
Yeah, the only thing I have to say about that is that like one, Iron Man was like, if you look at the poster for Spider-Man Homecoming, he was like 3/4 of the poster.
I know. We had a conversation about it. One of my other friends, Kevin, who completely trashed on the graphic designs of that movie. It was
awful.
Well, it was garbage. But you know why?
Why?
It's because the part of that deal was that Sony was going to handle the marketing, not Marvel.
Oh, really?
That makes more sense.
That makes more sense.
Because Sony has no idea what they're doing.
Which is why they finally, over years, hand the rights back to us.
Well, here's the other thing too: is that like for like Iron Man and like that inclusion in the Marvel Cinematic Universe for Spider-Man, like I feel like Spider-Man, like his origin kind of thing was kind of I guess kind of like split from not Age of Ultron, Civil War, Captain America Civil War, where it's just like, hey, they introduced Spider-Man and they introduce like his kind of backstory a little bit, but like they kind of like completely gloss over that
because
in
they
Spider-Man.
don't want people to be like, oh, watch Uncle Ben die for like the 5th time in a row.
So glad we didn't get that.
I think it was a pretty good move on their part that they didn't.
I see. That's what I don't like. Like I would have like I would have just preferred like a small nod, like a small like
Some rice.
no, not even just like a small like hey like a picture
Didn't
frame
catch
of
it.
like Uncle Ben or something, where it's just like, okay, yeah.
Can we talk? Okay, but speaking of Uncle Ben, can we talk about how freaking hot Aunt May is?
Yeah, of course.
She's a bombshell.
What is up with that?
That's just Marvel trying to cash in.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's just Marvel trying to cash in.
You cool with that, Tisha?
Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
good.
because I mean, come on, like, it really is just Marvel trying to cash in. Come on.
Yeah,
Come
you're
on.
not wrong.
Come
But-
on.
He's not. Right.
Damn, Aunt May.
Well, because they can't.
Well, I mean, like, look at Chris Evans.
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's true.
Sorry.
Or who's the dude that plays Black Panther?
Chad Bowdwick.
Yeah. Bozeman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we
I
have a
love him.
conversation about that? Like,
I'm so hyped for
how
Black Panther.
attractive, like, that entire cast is.
Oh, yeah.
My goodness,
Oh,
they
yeah.
nailed it. I'm so excited. Like, the first trailer dropped, I'm like, that's pretty dope. And then the second one dropped, and I'm like, wow, looks amazing. It's like nothing I would have ever experienced.
okay.
Like,
I like the first trailer than I like the second trailer, but I only like the first trailer only because it just seems a little bit different for Marvel. What they're doing for Black
it's a different
Panther.
pace.
Yeah, it's a different pace.
It's fantastic.
I like that. The newer ones that they showed me were like, okay.
I mean, like, really
care.
care about the first two full ones. I don't really care about the bits in between.
Okay,
unless
for
I'm
which movie?
Black Panther.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, I feel like all the cuts of the trailer are pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, that's the other thing
Yeah.
too.
but it looks amazing.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah.
What was the last MCU movie you watched?
Last one I watched. What came out recently? Guardians.
Guardians 2.
Guardians 2, was that the last Marvel one?
I think so. I think,
No, Homecoming came out before. It said it was
Is it?
Homecoming.
Oh yeah, Homecoming was
Homecoming
the
was
last
the
Oh, you're
last
right,
one.
you're right,
Because
yeah.
the next one that's coming up, I wrote it down.
Ragnarok just came out.
Ragnarok.
Yeah, Thor, right? Yeah, I haven't seen that one
Which,
yet.
unfortunately, I'm sorry for people who wanted us to weigh in. I just did not have the time to go
I
watch
will say
that
I
movie.
will weigh in without having seen it. I will like it. I will think it's fun because it's directed by the guy who did.
Yes.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah, he directed
oh.
like a really good indie comedy film.
I cannot say his name properly, but I can I always see him on like Twitter and stuff like that, and he's like hyped. And I'm really happy for the fact that like Thor's actually doing good, because I feel like Ragnarok is, ironically, as Ragnarok is supposed to be like that's the Norse apocalypse essentially. It's
Yeah.
ironic that this is that like little Thor storyline. I feel like this movie is its saving grace.
Well, see, that's the thing though, is that like Thor has always been like really boring in my opinion. Like
The first two movies they did were trash, man. Let's be real.
Because the last Marvel movie that I watched was The Dark World. And oh my god.
Oh,
I
that's
did
right.
not
You watched it
follow-
recently.
I did not
Yeah,
follow
yeah,
half
no,
of it.
It was bad. Like,
Well, I mean,
I understand that was supposed to lead into Infinity War because you introduced one of the Infinity Stones, but
Yeah.
Oh, also, by the way, there's probably going to be a bunch of spoilers for a bunch of different movies in
Too late.
this episode, so I'm sorry.
So yeah, the director who did Thor Ragnarok, his name is let me get it right here.
Taika Waititi, right?
Yeah, and so he did The Hunt for the Wilder People. That movie is fire. I like that movie. That movie is great. But like honestly, looking at like the trailers just for Thor Ragnarok, like the thing is that like you have to understand that Thor is like literally just like an 80s like cliche character.
But I like what they're doing with the character now, though.
Well, no,
I feel
that's
like
what I mean,
he
though.
shines in other movies and not his own.
Well, that's what I mean,
sad?
though, is that like in order to make Thor likable, you got to make him like as cheesy as the 80s. That's why they're going for like that Guardians of the Galaxy type of like.
Which
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, it works because
Considering
that's
they're both in space.
yeah, but that's what like that's what Thor is. So it's just
Yeah.
like, what are you gonna do?
They should have done it from the start, but
Yeah,
to give, I guess. Well, did Dark World come out before or after Guardians?
It came out before.
Well,
Before?
before.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Because Guardians. No, I think the same year.
Is it the same year?
Guardians was 2014, right?
Yeah,
Dark
but
World was 2014.
I thought Guardians was 2015.
You're right, it was.
Yeah,
Okay.
Guardians was
Okay, so
2015.
I'll give it to that point. That
Did
like,
Guardians 2 come out this year?
I almost positive
It-
Guardians 2 came out
This
this
is
year.
the longest freaking year ever.
I mean, it's about to end. Really, it feels like the end of this year is coming up fast.
God, I can't wait for that.
I don't know about that. But I mean, it's funny too that you mentioned Guardians because, well, actually, where were you going with your question in terms of?
Oh
Like,
no, I just wanted to know what your last point of reference
yeah,
was.
my last point of reference was Homecoming.
Yeah, I know for a fact I'm gonna like Thor Ragnarok. Like I already
It
know I'm
looks
gonna like it
good.
because I trust the director.
Yeah.
And it just looks like, hey,
It has
this
some
is
pretty bomb people in it too, besides your regulars. But
yeah. I think like I said because it looks like it's supposed to be a Thor movie. Like the other
Mm-hmm.
two were just like we're gonna try to do Thor, like but we don't know what Thor is. Like
Yeah.
oh he's a guy.
did you watch the first one before you watched Dark World?
I did.
You did?
I much preferred it. I
The first one or the second?
The first one. I prefer the first one
Yeah.
a lot. I just couldn't follow the Dark World. It also doesn't help that the version that I found online,
Mm-hmm.
while it was actually
It was a pirated version.
of course.
Oh, did like
Did you
was
expect me
like-
to buy that movie?
was there like shot on VHS scenes that just didn't make sense?
No, it was.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm covering.
I don't know why.
I watched it in 1080. Okay, I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
But it didn't have any subtitles, and like half that freaking movie is elves or something
Is it really?
talking. Yeah,
I
and
don't
they're all
remember
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I
the,
don't-
the
in
dark elves
World.
or whatever.
I don't remember
It's like
that.
it's their own language, and then like for some reason they didn't just burn the subtitles into the movie.
That's really weird.
Yeah, it's a made up language
Dude, that's like a George Lucas move.
for real. Like
Yeah.
it's just
Really?
annoying. Yeah,
I feel like in the theaters they definitely had it.
Oh,
no, they probably
did.
had. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the fact that the pirated
Yeah.
copy didn't have that's what if George Lucas was in charge of like pirating, that's what he'd do.
Yeah.
He would,
You want to steal my movie? No subtitles
I'll
for
show you. Prequels.
Goodness. Well, since we're talking about movies that are we kind of going on, is there a movie that you guys are looking forward to? And it doesn't have to be Marvel, considering we've been talking about Marvel for like almost the past half hour. This also includes DC too.
We're already halfway through the show. Jeez, that goes by so
wow.
fast.
Almost.
well, I just saw Blade Runner 2049. I loved it. I'm excited. However, there is a movie that's going to come out.
I meant more for DC. And Marvel,
more
though.
for
Yeah,
DC?
in that realm.
Oh, in that
because
realm?
they have stuff.
I'm not excited for any of them.
Yeah.
No, absolutely
Really?
not. No, because I know
Not
for a
like-
fact that Justice League's going to bomb.
Okay, but the reviews
I don't know about
so
that.
far
Okay.
haven't been completely trashed.
It depends-
They seem like they're doing okay right now.
It depends on the first day, because if it bombs on the first, like if the reviews are bad on the first day, it's gonna be awful.
No,
They're not
but
completely
reviews
bad.
are going to bomb on the first. Here's the thing, Marvel. Okay, DC. For DC,
Yeah.
they said for Justice League, hey, no early reviews, no early like
Some
reactions.
people are already reacting on Twitter, though.
But that's what I mean. They're reacting badly, though.
Really? I've seen some good ones.
Okay.
it's-
The headlines I saw this morning was that the reactions are mixed.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing too. Is that like I
maybe
don't
I saw the good
trust.
ones.
I don't trust. What's his name? Josh Whedon. Josh.
Oh wait,
Whedon's-
Joss Whedon's directing it.
But that's the thing,
I thought
though.
it was
is
Zack
that,
Snyder.
That's the thing. Okay, so that's the thing, though, is that Zack Snyder did the original shoot of Justice League.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, that's right.
But
Now I
then
remember.
guess what? DC got a hold of the copy of the Zack Snyder's movie and was like, "Hey, we're afraid of Zack Snyder's like movie. We're gonna come and
But they
have
did
Josh."
that. They
Joss
did that
Whedon
last
to-
time with.
No, they didn't.
No, they did that with what Suicide Squad and for Batman. They cut down the directors a lot, which is why it did terrible anyways.
Absolutely.
I mean, besides the fact that it was already terrible, but you know.
Well, and Joss Whedon, because Joss Whedon is the one who established the MCU essentially.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Him and Kevin Feige.
And I think he did what, like other stuff he does, like what, did he do Buffy?
He did Buffy the Vampire Slayer, yeah.
Well, and so, and Zack Snyder is, he's known for his style, is a very specific Zack Snyder style. And so when you mix the two, it's going to be awful.
It's going to be awful.
Because
I know that for a fact.
The
one thing trailers are getting me hyped though, and I have high hopes, even though I know I shouldn't have high hopes.
It looks, because the reason I like the MCU so much is that it feels grounded. Like it feels like, although
I'm going to debate that, but you keep going.
I mean, obviously, there's gods and like superheroes and stuff, but at least the world that they live in kind of feels like it could be real. Whereas, like, I feel like the DCU,
I feel like the recent DC one's been doing a little bit better though.
Like, well, here's the thing: is that like Marvel, I don't think is grounded. That's the one thing. I think that Marvel.
Ooh, we're gonna have conversations about that.
But like Marvel's not grounded, but what Marvel has is that it feels connected though.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
continuity.
You know for a fact, like you know what a Marvel film will feel like,
and he's gonna have that really awful color grading on it.
Yeah, but that's like DC is definitely more like grounded in reality, but like that they just don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to handle a universe
Stylistically, though, I mean, from a cinematography standpoint, the Marvel movies are shot and are colored in a way that looks more like real life than DC does to me.
Marvel?
Yeah, because the DC...
Because DC always goes for a lot darker.
Yeah, that's the thing, and they're more stylized, and I don't like it. It comes off as cheesy to me, and it's just a cringe fest.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
I can agree with that.
No, I can't agree with that, but that's what I mean, though. Like for Marvel and DC, I'm not excited for pretty much anything, because at this point, I am so, like... I have so much, like...
Even Black Panther?
No, I'm not even excited for Black Panther.
I'm so hyped for Black Panther.
Because, like, I just have so much superhero fatigue at this point, where it's just like, all right, I get it. Like, I feel
like this year wasn't too bad, though. Like, there was, like, the last couple of years, it's just, like, they were just pushing stuff out. But because they have been focusing more on, like, Infinity War, they kind of had, like, this past year to kind of, like, chill out. Because if you think about it, the two big ones that happened this year, at least for Marvel, was Homecoming and...
Guardians.
And Guardians, and I guess now Thor. But that's really it, though. Whereas, like, at least, 2 or 3 years ago, they were, like, back to back to back to back to back kind of thing. But we'll get into it in a second.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Yeah. But unless, Brett, you want to. Do you want to bring a little bit of Brett and Mackee onto the ad reads?
No, we don't want to scream the ads.
Not the screaming part.
Oh, you want me to play, like, a bed or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, do you... I don't know.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, we'll scream the ads.
I'll read it.
Yeah, we'll scream the ads.
We're not going to scream the ads.
Okay,
That's
here.
not
I have an idea. Give me the book.
Okay.
All right, we'll bring a little bit of Brett Mackey into this.
So
I'm talking about from like last.
So we're gonna scream them, right?
We're not screaming them. That's not happening. That doesn't happen here at the station. Josh, please don't fire me.
No, if you drop something.
Well, Josh.
Just kidding.
Josh. I feel like he would be...
Should call in 619-594-6982.
No, I think he would be Iron Man.
What?
Yeah. Wait, no. I get to be the Iron Man of KCR. I'm the Tony Stark of KCR.
I
have the tech.
Yeah, but he has the CEO position, though.
But I have the tech.
Well, he's either that or Bruce Wayne.
Okay, wait, no. Actually,
he can have the Bruce Wayne. I want to be the Tony Stark.
No, you want to be Bruce Wayne.
I have the snarky attitude and the technology.
Sorry, I know you said you like Batman, but you're not going to be Bruce Wayne. He's not. No. He would be like...
Would he be Ant-Man?
Josh would be the Captain America of KCR.
I'd be the Captain America of KCR.
Yeah, that's true.
Hold on.
That's true.
We got technically Captain Marvel, huh?
Okay, hold on. These ads,
get into that.
These ads are going to be brought to you by Brett and Mackey in the morning, which, since it's on Tuesday, is very far away. Therefore, these ads will be very far away.
The Aztec men's basketball season will begin on Friday, November 10th, as they face San Diego Christian at 7 p.m. in the Viejas Arena. The following home game will be November 17th versus the McNeese State Cowboys. Remember to create your Ticketmaster account to claim your student tickets. Go Aztecs!
Woo! Wow, whoever that was really far away.
I know.
He wasn't even on the camera.
Wait, who's that over there?
Make sure to follow KCR on Instagram at KCR College Radio for weekly news and sports updates. I make those. I mean, that guy over there makes them. Updates as well as the latest giveaway opportunities.
Yeah, but they have a live stream too, so they know it's you.
No, he's not. Never mind.
Who are you talking about?
Everyone listening doesn't know what he's talking about.
All right, so yeah, I would say that.
Thank you.
I would, because I don't see Josh as like, I don't see Josh as like, I see Josh as Iron Man. I'm gonna be honest.
What?
No.
I see him as Tony Stark.
No, I
He is
don't
the
think
Tony
so.
Stark.
You have a
No.
skewed view of reality.
Oh, that's true. I don't
We
like
should do
Tony
that.
Stark.
We should do.
I don't like Tony Stark.
I love Tony Stark,
then
but
who-
he doesn't. He's not.
If I'm not the Tony Stark of KCR, who am I?
You're
No, I feel like Brett's Tony Stark of KC. Are you kidding me?
I got
Tony
the
Stark.
suits. I got the technology.
He has the facial hair.
I thought you were the Spider-Man.
No, what?
No.
Maybe
If anyone's a Spider-Man, it's Stefan.
not. Oh, that's true.
Or Brandon. I feel like Brandon's got that little boy charm.
Brandon's
that's
the
true.
Ant-Man.
Yeah,
Brandon's
okay,
Ant-Man.
that's fair enough.
At least the Paul Rudd's version of Ant-Man, which is a very high
What,
compliment.
what does that make?
so.
Does that make Thomas Hulk?
I'm Wolverine.
In the
Yeah.
MCU though?
On the MC, yeah, he's in the
He's
MCU.
MCU.
No, he's okay. He's in the extended MCU because he can't. He's not going to be in a Marvel movie
Oh, that's true. Unless Disney buys Fox.
unless Disney buys
Which
Fox.
they
Might
really
happen.
have to like hurry to do that. Please.
Yeah.
Well, in the MCU, I would not be Bruce Banner. I feel like Jack would be Bruce Banner.
Yeah. Okay.
Jack is Bruce Banner.
Yeah, I can dig
I will be Peter Quill
Okay.
Yeah.
from Guardians of the Galaxy. Or alternatively, I will be Drax from Guardians of the
it.
Galaxy.
Oh my god, could you be Drax? Because that'd be hilarious.
I know. I love Dave. His
Dave
name
Bautista.
Dave Bautista is literally he showed up in Blade Runner 2049. That guy.
Oh,
can
did he
act.
really?
Yeah, that guy can act.
Interesting.
Spoilers.
He can act.
That's good for him though that he did that. I'm
I like
trying to
him.
find the right thing that I can send my name on. I finally found it. Who would I be?
We already agreed you're Captain America.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay,
don't
cool.
know because Tisha doesn't get in the middle of fights too much.
No, but
When I
she's
need to.
but she's patriotic, and she
Yeah,
stands up.
But I feel like Tisha would be more like the Black Widow of the group because she gets only involved when she needs to.
No,
She's smart
that's
about it, but
the
then she can kick some ass.
The Black Widow would not be her. The Black Widow would be Alicia.
No, you're giving Alicia too much credit.
Well, okay. Oh, but you know what? You can. You can
see that.
You
No,
can
because she's
suck
quiet.
my eggs, Brett. You can suck my
We're
eggs.
not gonna do that on my show. Did we go through everybody? We should go through everybody really quick. We have time.
Okay.
Oh,
sure.
we're gonna keep going.
Yeah,
We're
we'll
gonna
keep going.
All right.
Okay,
Who
so
else do we have
what
left?
would Sumner be?
No, Sumner's got to be Hulk.
Sumner's not Hulk.
He rages out.
He does not. He's not Hulk. He is.
Thor.
You know, he's not formal.
Wait, why are we getting urgent messages while we're on the air? Do you guys have no respect for the show?
He's working right now. That's why
No
he's not
respect
here.
for the show.
No.
Wait, are we getting urgent messages?
We're getting urgent messages for management such and such, but all three of us weren't posted on it.
Screw it.
We'll go back to it.
Okay.
Sorry, Josh.
Screw it.
Sorry.
I don't have anything.
Screw it.
It's on the business one.
Oh.
Anyways, I feel like maybe Sumner can get away with Thor.
No.
No?
I don't know.
Either.
Well, then who?
I
Well,
don't know.
Sumner might be Peter Quill.
You know what? Yeah, I'll
He
give
might
him
be
Peter
Peter
Quill.
Quill.
I'll give him Peter Quill.
He might be Peter Quill. Or, if we're talking like MCU universe, who are we missing?
Sarah.
No, I mean like
Alicia.
MCU because we have
War Machine.
No, well, War Machine is.
I don't know if anybody would be War Machine in our group.
You could be War Machine.
Me?
Yeah, you can be War. But you know, but you're not black though.
Oh, I didn't say that. Didn't say that.
That's what I'm saying. Who do we have? We have Captain America, Thor, Iron Man.
Loki.
Loki.
Are we gonna go through Avengers first and then?
We're just gonna go through Avenger
Okay.
because I feel like we're missing somebody.
for the guys?
Yeah, for like
Ant-Man,
anybody.
The Wasp, Mantis.
Well, I feel like we're missing somebody. Is
Ego.
that literally the main three? Is
Hawkeye.
Rocket.
Hawkeye? Oh, see, Josh is Hawkeye then.
Yeah.
He's Hawkeye.
okay, Josh.
There
Yeah.
we go.
He's got
Josh,
the, he's
you're
got
He's
the
got
hand for it.
Hawkeye. Yeah, there we go. That's just like we're missing somebody.
Yeah. No, you're definitely
You're right.
Hawkeye, my
I knew it
dude.
was me.
Okay, so that makes Tisha Captain America then.
Yeah, next yeah! Captain America.
But Tisha and I don't go at it. Like we don't.
We
get in
cross over if
arguments.
anything.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
We cross over.
Fair
Yeah,
enough. Fair enough.
It's true.
And the crossover comes full circle.
No. Okay, I'm done with that bit.
Okay. Cheapers. There's still a lot. That's the thing about like having a Marvel and DC show is I'm always concerned because I only have an hour show and I know you two have 2-hour shows.
Yeah.
There's so much we can cover and it's really hard for me to be able to be like, let's talk about this and then not because like I have questions queued up.
We'll shoot some of the questions.
Yeah. Go
Goodness,
for it.
There's so many though. I'll be
Well,
I'll be choosy.
Pick your favorites.
I'll be choosy just because I know a lot of questions got asked, but some of them we might have already like gone through or whatever. Let's see. Really quick, while I'm trying to look through ones, I think I'll do.
Oh, I kind of do look like Mackee.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay, we'll go on Twitter first. So we have like about a little bit less than a half an hour of the show, but if you guys want to send me any tweets at KCR Tishtalk for any questions, definitely bring me some so we can answer them on the air. Also, if you are on the live stream right now and if you guys want to definitely leave some comments there and we can answer them from there. I think Brett is looking at, I mean, I have it up too if anything, if I have to look at it.
There's 4 people watching.
Okay, cool. Dope. Hello.
There's 4 people. Hey, call in 619-594-6982.
There you go.
Talking Marvel versus DC.
Is great. Well, we'll try and get into DC.
So what were some of the questions you had queued up?
So one of the ones that is from @KelbyComplains, he asked on Twitter, is Justice League make or break for the DCEU? I know we kind of answered that.
Yes.
How does it?
Yeah, it is.
How good does it have to be for casual fans to still be invested in the franchise?
Extremely.
Yeah. So basically, I would say for
Better than it
Justice
will be.
League, like it literally has to make.
It has to.
It has to
It
break.
has to hit the mark.
It has to not only that. It has to make its. It has to have good reviews.
Well, and it has to outdo the Avengers, which is hard because you're literally talking about.
I think it's not so much more like outdoing the Avengers. It's more like they have to establish themselves in their universe.
that's
because look at Wonder Woman.
That's the thing, is that the Avengers is the film that established the current cinematic universe strategy that we see today. So they need to kind of recapture that, that lightning in a bottle, if you will, of
I feel
getting
like
that spark to keep people interested for the next 10
but
years.
I feel like they kind of did that with Wonder Woman, though, with how great the response was in that, and she's really taking a big part in this movie, at least from what it seems like in the trailers and stuff like that. I feel like that if she does enough, as well as her interactions with the rest of the team members, I feel like would be able to be its saving grace.
Well, here's the thing. I know Wonder Woman did great. Like I know it did also really good in the box office.
Loved
and
it, loved it.
And yeah, a lot of people liked Wonder Woman, but the thing is that Wonder Woman did great because it was its own story. Like,
oh, true.
And you already have a muddled mess from Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's Zack Snyder and David S. Goyer, who is an awful comic writer. did.
Whoopsie.
And like Justice League, in order for it to do good, it's gonna have to literally, it has to be the best DC movie. That's the only reason.
Yeah, so you're saying it has to beat out the success of Wonder Woman, then?
Yes. Well, it has to be the best DC movie in order for it to
by
be
that
good.
standards, then I could see
that's just tough because at the time, Marvel. So I mean, I don't know how in the loop you guys are in terms of the history of the MCU. I'm assuming you probably already know.
Well, I know.
But with Iron Man, the reason that they went with Iron Man is because they didn't own any. They sold all the rights to their good characters. So they had to pick one. Iron Man
that was a little bit low key,
relatively obscure,
yeah,
and make something out of it. And the way that they established their cinematic universe was by taking characters that nobody really cared about and then developing them into films that were critically acclaimed.
Yeah, I mean, look at Guardians of the Galaxy, and that was for them a big risk too, and they did fantastic.
Exactly. So they're it's not the fact that they're leaning on their characters because the characters they're picking weren't extremely popular to begin with. They're just making good movies out of them and making movies that people can care about. Whereas DC is working with Superman, who is Superman, who there's really no empathizing with him because he's Superman.
Yeah, he's Superman.
Then there's Batman, who's wildly popular. There's Wonder Woman, who's wildly popular.
Yeah.
And then there's Aquaman, he's Aquaman, but whatever. And then there's the Flash, who is already established as a CW show.
Yeah.
And so they're working with characters that they can't make people care about, and that's going to be their biggest problem.
Yeah, and see, that's what I mean, though, is just for Justice League, like I said, it's going to have to literally be the best DC movie for it to, okay, now we're going to move forward with a Flash movie. Okay, now we're going to move forward with Cyborg movie.
Yeah.
They're probably already going to do that. They're going to pull some money out from China or something. I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to do something. But this is what I mean, though. The reason why, Batman v Superman did awful and Man of Steel did awful.
There's just so many terrible things that happen to those franchises.
That's what I mean, though, because they thought, okay, in order for it just to differentiate from the Marvel universe, we need to be super stylistic and grounded,
edgy.
Yeah, they want to be aesthetic
because
grunge aesthetic.
Because they were going off of the Nolan Batman.
Yeah.
So it's just okay, we have the Nolan Batman. That's what we have over Marvel, but they don't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
They don't know.
But
I think they just tried to put too much into it while trying to uphold that.
Yeah.
Where it's it's too much.
Well, with the Nolan Batman, even that felt more grounded than the current DCU.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like because it actually felt like he lived in a real city.
Yeah,
Where-
but see, that's the other thing too.
It
is
was
that
like a little bit more self-contained.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing too, is that they had like a singular mind on, for like the Nolan thing. It's Nolan's vision.
Yeah.
The DCU and Justice League and Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, that is all corporate think. That is all corporate think tank.
Yeah, no, WB really needs to put their stuff together in order for... Because like they keep trying to please as many people as possible. Just you just need to do it right. Like
And they're
focus on the creativity rather than like the marketing part of it.
No, then they're obviously making these decisions in the shadow of the Avengers. I feel like they're making all these decisions to try and build the Avengers.
Yeah.
And they got to do not the Avengers because people are already going to go see the Avengers.
Yeah.
I know it's a struggle. Poor I feel for DC. I'm more of a Marvel girl, honestly, but like I have high hopes. As bad as it should be. I know.
Well, here's the thing. I'm probably not gonna watch Justice League. I'm not hyped for Justice League.
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm probably not. I'll probably watch Thor because whatever. After Thor, I think I'm just gonna stay away from like superhero movies.
Or the next Avengers.
Or not even next
Infinity War
Avengers.
comes out next year.
I want to see the culmination of it. But
It already comes out next year.
I think that's very important what he just said though. Because
that he's exhausted from superhero movies?
No, because I think that's already a pretty established thing in our culture, but in our culture.
In pop culture. In
pop culture. But but what he just said, he's not going to go see the Justice League because he just doesn't care.
Yeah.
But like he'll go see the new Thor because whatever. That's the difference. Is that Thor is like kind of a cool character, and like they've taken time to develop him as a person, as a god, I guess.
Yeah.
But so you can, regardless, you're going to go see that movie and it's going to say something to you. And then if it has a cool style and a funny story on top of that, then that's something.
Yeah.
Whereas with the Justice League, it's for me, frankly, I mean, if I'm being honest, I haven't seen any of the new DC movies. Yeah. And at this point, I don't know if there's anything that they could do to pull me in to make me want to go see it. And I wonder how many more people like me there are out there.
Yeah. Can you watch Wonder Woman and then come back to me and see if your opinion changed?
I did watch Wonder Woman.
And your opinion did not change?
My opinion did not change because it was just like, okay, yeah, Wonder Woman's a good movie. I will admit. Like, I like Wonder Woman, but in like the scope of like, in terms of like Wonder Woman's the best DC movie is like, it's really, if you look at that statement, think about it. Like
compared to what they've made recently though?
No, but think about like Wonder Woman is the best DC movie.
Oh, like
objectively?
With like everything.
How is like Superman or your Batman like franchise not as good as your Wonder Woman movie? Like what are you going to do? Like they can't save it now.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know. You never know because.
Well, you never know. That is true.
Yeah, you never know.
I never know.
It can be like a new tidal wave of like woman power and all that good stuff. But also, it's just like she would be essentially, especially with all the Justice League. Trailers that are coming out and marketing. Yeah. Like it really seems like they're pushing that she's going to be doing a lot of the leading. Like you have Batfleck kind of in the background doing all this stuff, but she's like on my lead. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that, and then you see like the ladies at the mascara and everything. So maybe that's because she's now essentially the new showrunner for DC.
Yeah, but that's too experimental for mainstream.
That's all they got though, man.
But that's what I'm saying though. That's why I think like it's not. Like it has like Justice League in order for it to succeed has to be the best DC movie.
Yeah.
Because if it's not like I know as like a guy who doesn't like if I'm some guy who doesn't know anything about like DC, or if I'm like Brett who I've never seen like a DC movie like or like I haven't seen any of the recent DC movies, like I'm gonna go into like a movie where like Wonder Woman's leading for like Justice League. I'm gonna be asking like so many questions like, whoa, why is Wonder Woman? What happened to Superman? Where's Batman? Like, why is Batman like this? Like, I'm gonna be asking those like that many questions, but like it's already done. It's already over. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know.
We'll see. That's interesting though. Do you think to kind of if they were going to try and follow the Marvel formula and take up characters that were kind of a little bit more underground, if DC tried doing that, who would you kind of think they would try and do that?
Aren't they trying that with Shazam?
Oh yeah, they are, and they're also going to try that with like.
Did they cast for Shazam already?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
who did they cast?
I don't know.
It was a big name, wasn't it?
I forget.
They're going to CG all of it.
Yeah.
That too, but like, because I see.
Well, they're probably going to go for like more of the darker characters too.
Yeah, which they should, because I think what is it, Fox that's behind
the Lobo movie?
No, X-Men.
Yes.
They're doing that with the what is it called? New Mutants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I heard that's how it is in the comics, but like that's a different take that we've ever seen for the X-Men series.
Oh yeah, see, well,
like some people didn't even know that.
Well, see, I love Logan though. I really love Logan.
I haven't seen Logan,
Oh,
but I
Logan's
heard
great.
it was
Logan
fantastic.
is fantastic.
It's a good departure from superhero films.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's good.
Well, do we have more questions?
We do. Let's
What
kind
time do
of
we have?
we'll try and
We
we
got
have
about
about
15
15
minutes.
minutes
Oh,
left.
okay.
The Rock?
Dwayne?
Yes,
Is
please.
The Rock got casted for him? I don't know if
Oh,
this
wait,
is
as
real
who?
or not.
As Shazam?
No. No.
Oh, I think you know what? I might have heard that.
That's
yeah,
what
you're
it
right.
says on here when I looked it up. Shazam
I
and
did.
Asher
I did
Angel.
read that. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
The Rock. Yeah, The Rock got
Slated to
Man.
come out April 5th, 2019, directed by David Sandberg, produced by New Line Cinema.
That's annoying. Like, I love The Rock, but like,
I'm here for it. I mean, he was, honestly, at one point, he was going to join the superhero realm at one point, for
Isn't
sure.
he now? Wasn't he like now in the Universal
interesting.
Monster movie universe now?
For what?
For Universal Monsters movie universe.
For
'Cause-
I know, but for what, though? Like, how?
I don't know. I think he was like supposed to do something. I know.
Also, I thought that wasn't a thing anymore, considering how bad they did with Mummy.
Oh yeah, well, but that's what I mean though.
Like, wow.
Yeah, they killed the Universal Dark Universe or whatever.
Yeah.
Because they realized how bad it was. Like, maybe
yeah.
it was like fantastic. Well, no, the only thing is
dumb
that they're
idea.
doing now, I think, is Halloween. They're doing another one for next year.
There was one Dark
420?
Universe movie that was already in production that they're gonna finish with. I think it was some like
Was it Dracula?
It was Dracula or Frankenstein or something like that, like some old school character.
Dude, we got Frankenstein already.
But like that whole idea was dumb, and the idea that everything needs to exist within a universe now.
Yeah, it's just
It's
BS.
Yeah.
great if you can pull it off.
Yeah, but it's not going to be able to do.
Only Marvel has been able to pull it off. Yeah. Like not even Star Wars is going to be able to pull it off.
Do you want to talk about Star Wars?
No,
Well,
like,
do you
I
have
know,
more-
like,
do you have more
There's
questions?
a lot of questions.
I knew that's where that
left.
was.
Let's
yeah.
just do the questions. Let's do
No,
the
I was just saying, like, I just the fact that everything has to go for a universe now, and just
Yeah.
because Marvel did it, like, even Disney's trying to do that with Star Wars. So it's just, yeah, we got to stop serializing things. Anyway, no,
Yeah,
but we
but
can.
that's how they make the most money, though. Also, quick side, I don't know if The Rock really got casted him as now, because Zachary Levi is said to be cast him on
Yeah,
IMDb.
yeah.
Which also, Zachary Levi is amazing, so I'm not against that either. But I'm like, wait.
That sounds
Well,
right.
yeah, because Shazam's like. Anyways, let's get more questions.
Okay, more questions. We're gonna do a few more questions, even though we have like about 10 minutes
Rapid
left.
fire, rapid
Yeah,
we'll
rapid
do
fire.
rapid fire. It sucks because a lot of them are like. Okay, we'll
But
do
it'll
it.
force us to make concise opinions.
This is
Yeah.
true. Okay, so from the Slack, from the We Stay Lake podcast, shout out to the Slack who always leaves us questions here at the show. TK has a lot of them lined up, so we'll start off with what is your favorite Marvel/DC movie?
Guardians, Marvel /DC, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Oh no, Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Favorite Marvel, favorite DC. If we're including the Nolan,
Yeah.
I'm including the Dark Knight Rises.
Okay, Brett, or do you want a chance to think real quick?
I gotta go. I mean, it's just hard for me because Marvel. I gotta go for the Avengers, just because it's a classic. It is. It's the classic. And for DC, I gotta go Dark Knight.
Okay.
It's just art because
Yeah,
it's
it
not. It's
really
not.
is.
Yeah, it's prior to Universe films.
Yeah.
And it's just a good film. It's good cinema.
That's fair.
What's yours?
My answer is for Marvel, my favorite one is Iron Man, and for DC,
Good
I'm
one.
gonna break away from you guys. I'm gonna say Wonder Woman's my favorite.
Oh, okay.
I
that's
enjoyed
fair.
it a
No,
lot.
that's fair. That's fair.
So he also asked, name your top 5 Marvel/DC characters, so 10 in total, and they don't have to be heroes.
Marvel. Okay, I'm gonna go say Logan. I love Wolverine. Wolverine's
Okay.
cool. Spider-Man. And I'm just gonna be.
Maybe we'll do 3. We're gonna
Yeah, we're
edit
gonna
it a
do
little
3.
bit. We'll do 3.
And then. You
Remember,
know
it
what?
doesn't have to be. a
It doesn't
hero.
matter. I don't really like Marvel that much. All right, your turn.
Okay, we'll do Marvel and then we'll go around DC.
Okay.
Oh, so we're gonna do 5 Marvel, 5 DC.
No, we'll do 3.
Do 3.
We'll do 3. Just
three Marvel and 3 DC. Okay.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark by
Yes,
far.
yes.
Love Daddy Downey Jr. Let's see. Who's Martin Short's character? in the Avengers in the MCU?
War Machine?
No. Martin Short. He's the government dude.
Oh,
And
his name is he's the Shield dude?
Yeah, he's that cocky a-hole who always gets his comeuppance.
Oh, yeah,
I was
that
about
guy.
to say Clark Gregg. He's
something like
Agent
that.
Olsen, but
Agent Olsen, is that him? Agent somebody.
It's not
Olsen? No, not Agent Olsen.
No, you're thinking Coulson from.
Coulson.
Oh,
I was
from
close. I'm
S.H.I.E.L.D.
sorry.
No.
Favorite also. I got my third favorite, Doctor Doom. Doctor
Okay.
Doom
Okay,
is
okay.
my third favorite.
Yeah, not Coulson, but the other Shield dude who like hunts down the guy that goes to Wakanda and steals all the vibranium.
Oh, the
I don't
one
know.
that's being played by John Watson.
Yeah, no, Martin Short.
I thought it.
Is it Martin Short? I think it's Martin Short. But
thought
he's the guy that gets
Martin Freeman?
Martin Freeman.
There
That's
you
what
go.
it is. Sorry,
That's
my
why.
bad.
Yeah,
It was
so
a
it
Martin.
is-
My
yeah.
bad. My bad.
I don't recall his name, but I do recall the face.
I like that dude. I don't know why I like him, but I like him.
Okay.
And mostly because I can't think of characters right now. But and then I also like pass.
Fast. Okay.
I can't think fast enough right now.
I'll do my three. For Marvel, it's Iron Man, Captain America, and I want to say
Dislike Captain
Spidey.
America so much.
I love Cap.
Oh, I love Cap. I love classic Cap.
And then
I hate.
yeah,
I don't like.
That's
the
probably
current
like my
Cap.
favorite. If it's not Guardians of the Galaxy,
is Cap.
Captain America, Winter Soldier is the best.
Yes, dude.
is.
I
It is
like
really
Civil
the
War
best.
as much as convoluted as it kind of was. I still kind of enjoyed it.
No,
It was
Winter
fun.
Soldier is a wonderful.
But Winter
movie.
Soldier was fantastic.
It was a wonderful movie.
For DC, I want to say, I have to think more about DC. Actually, no. The Flash, Arrow, and Supergirl. Just because I'm thinking of the shows, which we didn't really get a chance to talk about, but I really like the shows too. But
I know.
with
we
that
can
being
ask.
said,
We can ask for another hour, can't we? I mean,
Yeah, if you want to go another hour, I'll go another hour.
yeah, we can ask for.
Is there
another
anybody
hour.
after you?
I don't believe so. No.
Dude,
Yeah,
just
let's
ask
ask
someone.
someone.
Do we want to go for another?
I don't
hour?
care.
Tishtalk, Brett and Mackey, the morning crossover special.
Let's go. I'm gonna ask Sumner right
Okay,
now.
ask Sumner. First time ever that Tishtalk might go to 2 hours.
Right,
We'll
Mac,
see.
good morning.
Wow, I'm not gonna get my IPS thing done in time. well, we'll see.
But you'll have more content to pick from.
We
that's
will
true.
have more content to pick on for the 2 hours that I'm gonna have to edit.
Wait,
it.
you ask Sumner too, because I don't think I'm gonna ask in time.
I don't have his number. I
don't
only have
have
him
his
on
number.
Facebook.
spam him on Facebook or ask Josh for it. To kind of like go with the favorite one. Do you guys have like any top threes for least favorite for DC and Marvel?
Top three least favorite?
Yes.
I'm gonna go say, for Marvel, Thor.
Hawkeye.
Well, I like Hawkeye in general. I don't like Thor. I'm gonna ask if Tishy can get another hour.
We're gonna try and see if we can
We're
get
gonna say
another
good.
hour here at Tishtalk, which will be a first. But just in case, we have about 5 minutes left, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Least favorite, like in terms of like in general, just like whatever.
Just in
or-
general.
In general.
Yeah, we'll do in general. I'm sorry, Colby or TK. I'm like editing your question.
Like, I guess. I don't know. Like least favorite. Like a lot of it is like least favorite. Oh, dude, he said I suppose.
Hey,
Dude!
Favorite Marvel character, J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh, dude.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
snap. Okay, I can agree with that.
It's funny because they're a lot more excited about the extra hour than I am. I am excited. Trust
Well,
me,
we
don't
got
get
a
me
lot
wrong.
of
I'm
questions,
excited.
don't we?
We do have a lot of questions.
We'll just go through the questions. We can go more in depth though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I need a confirmation from Sumner though,
Oh,
for
we need a
sure.
At Summer, help.
yeah,
Sumner
at Sumner.
help. Oh, I see him on there. Thank you, Sumner. We love
Please,
you.
Oh, we love you, Sumner.
Please, Summy.
Sumner. Thank you so much.
Please, Summy.
Please, Sunny,
Summy.
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 Wait, hold on. I don't want you to say it until.
Oh yeah, because he could just provoke he could provoke our license. No. No.
Hey there, big guy. Hey there, big fella.
Okay, I don't want that in my ears either. I'm not
Wait,
gonna lie.
wait.
You just exited out. Wait.
No.
What's the
Live
thing
reacts
that,
of me just like watching him.
What's the thing Black Widow says in
Hey, big
Ultron?
guy.
Hey,
Oh, yeah,
hey, big
hey,
guy.
big
The
guy.
sun's getting real low.
Oh yeah. That's true.
She does. Is that all she does? And then it just like calms me
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
and
touches
it, like,
his palm.
Touches the palm.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah.
Thoughts on that? Because honestly,
Why?
like,
Yeah. Why are we forcing a Bruce Banner Black Widow love story?
Because
That's
they have
not a
no
thing,
one else to
right?
ship Bruce Banner with.
True.
They have no one else to ship.
They had Black Widow with Hawkeye.
No, I'm not saying Black Widow
Because
with Hawkeye.
that's actually canon.
No. I'm not saying Black Widow with Hawkeye. I'm saying they don't have anybody to ship Bruce Banner with.
They could have done something else.
No, they could have.
But
They
like,
could've.
why choose Bruce Banner though?
No. I'm not saying that they don't have anybody for Black Widow. Black Widow has like plenty of people, but Bruce Banner has like they want somebody with Bruce Banner.
Oh, so they wanted him to kind of.
Yeah, they want somebody with
work
Bruce.
out.
It's not that they don't want anybody with like Black Widow, because she honestly, Black Widow and Hawkeye, that thing was like it was going. Like I could feel that, but like they want somebody for Bruce Banner.
It was real bad. Real bad.
That's why they introduced
Hey, bonus hour.
bonus
I have
hours.
I have a bonus hour intro on my laptop that is actually the MCU like melody
No way.
or whatever it's called.
Okay, now you're gonna have to play it.
Medley. I don't know. I think my laptop's dead though.
No.
Let me see. I don't know. It's probably dead. But
We can plug it in.
Oh,
I
is the
don't have a
stream gonna die
USB-C.
too?
let's see.
well.
Let's see.
Shout out to Sumner.
Unless
Thank you
it's-
for the extra
Ooh,
hour.
Thank you, Summer. It
I
might
will bring you all the boozy things.
might be. Of course, we here at Brett and Mackee in the Morning and Tishtalk do not promote the use of illicit substances, legal or illegal, however prevalent or acceptable they may be.
Yeah. Oh wait, so what was your?
At Matt
did
Hoffman.
we ever go favorite DC?
No.
I said, okay, so now that I have a chance to think about it,
Yeah.
for top 3 favorite DC,
Yeah.
I'm still going to say Flash because Flash is one of my favorites, honestly.
yeah.
I really like his character.
Uh-huh.
I want to say there's, you know what, I like the concept of Black Canary.
Oh really?
Yeah, I like the concept of her, and I want to say,
Oh, I got the bonus hour intro if you want it.
okay.
Do you want it?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to do, and really quick, Batgirl.
Batgirl.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's loading. Oh, here we go.
Oh, okay, I thought that was me because I had music playing.
It's still loading. Thank you, Edurome.
We loved Edurome.
Anyway,
I can't tell. Is that my music or yours?
that's yours.
Okay, cool.
All right, it's almost there. It's almost there. Bonus hour.
Okay.
Bonus hour.
Wowie, bonus hour. Tweet me.
All right, here we
Tweet
go.
me, send me more questions.
There we go. Okay, bonus hour.
Oh,
yeah.
it's the intro music.
Yeah.
Wow. my
And
God.
so it's actually a really long intro because we'd always expect the person after us to not show up. And so that way we could just keep talking and have this under us. And then we could just fill a lot of time like I'm doing right now. And you would never know it until the actual intro hit, because then it does this and you're going right into the show.
Oh, I see.
Dude. That's pretty sick.
Independence Day.
I forgot about that. The Tishtalk Extra Hour.
Live from San Diego State University.
I don't,
This is the Brett and
who's this
Mackee in
guy?
the Morning
I don't know.
bonus
I'm not gonna lie.
What? Oh, okay.
Featuring Brett Michael and Mackee Dimmick.
on
Shout out to Brett
KCR,
and Mackee.
the
Brett and
award-winning sound of state.
What do you want?
No, don't yell at people outside the door.
That's my thing now.
What was that music at the end?
It's actually the Dick Dale version of Space Mountain.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. Hello.
Howdy.
We have some guests here in the
You
studio.
want to turn a mic on for him so we can figure out who these people are? 'Cause I'm not taking my headphones off for this.
There, if you guys want to talk into 5, it's there. If you want to say hi.
You guys want a mic?
Hey, you guys. Apparently, these guys are. That guy is apparently a former GM. So I did not know that.
Really?
Wait,
Wow,
when were you
hello.
GM?
2009, 2010.
Okay, that's before I
2009,
was.
2010. I was.
Oh wow.
You guys just hanging out, stopping by, checking things out?
Yeah, exactly. We were at the basketball game.
Rad.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Rad,
no,
rad.
okay.
Rad. Awesome.
Fun. Yeah, we blew them out too.
Well, apparently Aztecs are pretty good today, so yay!
Stuff happens in the interesting bonus hour.
Seriously, I
All right.
didn't really think I'd have a bonus hour, and here we are. And we're visited by an old GM too, so that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, man.
You know, our GM should be over here, and he should be joining us for the second hour.
Yeah, Josh!
Yeah, Josh. All right. Anyways, so let's get. I say we do more of those questions.
Okay. Well, you know what? We'll do more questions then,
Bonus
considering we
hour.
have an extra hour.
I mean, we can go
Slack.
3. We can go 4 hours? 5 hours?
No,
5
no,
hours. Hell
we need
yeah,
to-
5
We have
hours.
stuff to do. No, we're not doing.
Oh,
As much as I'd like that, we're gonna do that. Okay, so we'll do this then. TK also asked, would you rather have Iron Man's suits, Thor's hammer, a Green Lantern ring, or Batman's bat stuff? And you can only choose one.
I feel like Iron Man's suits and Batman's bat stuff is like basically the same thing.
But
But Iron Man's cooler.
Yeah,
I would choose Batman's bad stuff.
I go Iron Man suit every time. You can fly with that thing. You kidding me?
I'm gonna be like
Wait,
those guys
if
in.
that's the case, I want the Green Lantern ring because you can fly with it and you can make things tangible.
Yeah, but then you're the Green Lantern. You're lame. And you make bad movies.
Yeah, and you're played by Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not a bad thing. Hold on.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds can play me any day.
Hey, and that's why you're on my show. All right, next question. I'm trying to see because a lot of the stuff that we went over kind of like is glazed over Marvel versus DC, which is what the show's about.
Fine. Yeah.
Another question that he asks is, who would win, X-Men or Avengers? I'm curious to see your answer because you like Wolverine.
Avengers, because the screenwriters would make them win.
Well, I would say
That's their best superpower.
if like, well, here's the thing though. Like Avengers, like they have all the heavy hitters, including like Spider-Man, like the Hulk, like Iron Man. Mm-hmm. But like X-Men, who do they really have besides Wolverine?
Cyclops.
Cyclops, but like they have like Colossus, maybe. And then like, if you
do we include Deadpool?
That's what I was gonna say. Do we include Deadpool? If not, like, really, like Colossus, that's the best we got. Maybe Storm.
Storm would be pretty. Well, but she'd be pretty matched up against like Thor because he can just like redirect the lightning.
Yeah, like I said, it's a pretty well matchup, but I think the Avengers honestly do come out in like the
Plus,
end.
they have all the witty quips.
Oh yeah, that's true.
This is also true.
Oh, that's true.
We'll go to, I feel like, also, if you guys want to call in the studio phone, 619-594-6982 if you want to join in on this conversation, considering that I have an extra hour now, so that's pretty cool.
No, that's cool. We'll fill it up somehow.
We'll fill it up. So, going back to movies, what or who would you like to see in the upcoming films?
Okay, so I would like to see...
And I can go for Marvel or DC.
I would like to see more Cosmic Marvel stuff. I want to see Captain Nova.
Oh, okay.
I know for a fact that Captain Nova is going to be like, they're going to make a Captain Nova movie. Mm-hmm. I know they're making a Captain Marvel movie.
Yeah, she was supposed to come out 2018, but I think they pushed it to 2019.
That's going to be Skrulls.
Yeah. I also want to see, especially in Marvel, like, I want to see the Green Goblin, honestly. I want to see what I want to
come back.
I want to see the Green Goblin come back. I want to see like I honestly either want to see Willem Dafoe's like reprisal of the role, or like James Franco's reprisal of the role.
Okay, well, if you had to choose, which one would you want to come back?
Which one would be funnier?
I feel like Willem Dafoe would be funnier.
I would choose Willem Dafoe.
No.
Peter.
That's a really good one. Did you know that, because we're speaking of him right now, and like one of the recent things that he did, he was the voice for...
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Light Yagami. He was
No, he wasn't Light. He was the...
Ryuk.
Yeah, he was
in Death Note.
Ryuk.
Yeah.
Rook. How did they say his name in it? I didn't watch it, man.
But yeah.
My brothers did. It was a struggle. Goodbye.
And we're also live on Facebook. Oh, really?
Yeah. We're saying...
We looked so remedial back.
Oh, you're fine. We're just saying goodbye to...
Goodbye to our guests.
Yes. Bye-bye. Wowee.
But yeah.
2009.
Surprise. Oh, stop
2009.
They can hear me outside, too.
Stop it. Does someone want to tell Josh that? I think it'd be interesting.
Josh.
Not that.
But yeah, I want to see the Green Goblin come back, because that's like the iconic character. I want to see them do it.
If Green Goblin comes back though, then wouldn't Harry have to come back too?
Yeah, I want to see Harry Osborn.
Shia LaBeouf as Shia LaBeouf. By Shia LaBeouf.
Wait, no, but then it has to be with Tom Holland though. He has to be like around the same age, no?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So as cool as that would be if Shia LaBeouf played Harry Osborn.
Shia LaBeouf.
Oh no, they had Flash Thompson in the new Homecoming. They didn't have Harry Osborn.
Mm-hmm. That's why.
I want to see Harry Osborn. I want to see the Green Goblin come back.
I like the casting of Flash Thompson too.
Dude, he's funny. Apparently, he's a comedian. Because I listened to a bunch of like podcasts, including the Weasley Late podcast. Shout out to them. There's another podcast called Dynamic Banter, and he was on their podcast. And apparently, he's like homies with all like the YouTubers and comedians and stuff like that.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And he was like promoting the movie.
Oh,
and he was like talking about it, but he seems pretty funny, which is funny because he must be a really good actor because I hated his character.
I know, right?
What a jerk!
What do you want to see come back?
Who do I want to see come back?
Come back, or what would you think would be a good concept of a movie for DC or Marvel?
That's tough for me, just because of the fact that there's not much that's gone away that I missed. I want to see a J. Jonah Jameson. But I want.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, I want to see.
That'll be interesting considering that he's a lot younger, though.
I literally just want to see J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson again.
Yeah, I do.
I don't care what movie it's in.
But
Well, J.K.
he won't
Simmons
be able
is-
to though
Yeah,
because he's going to be Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh shoot, he is.
Yeah,
That's a bad role for him.
Yeah, no, it's a good role. Apparently, he was getting like ripped for it too.
I don't see J.K. Simmons as a Gordon.
I do.
Yeah,
I like the concept
I see him.
of it.
I see him as a Cave Johnson type every single time.
You know what? That's the thing, though, is that like I would have expected somebody like beefier to play Commissioner.
He beefed
Gordon.
up though.
I know he beefed up, but like, I don't view Commissioner Gordon as like a New York like commissioner. I view him more as like a detective, like a neo-noir commissioner.
The thing is that I think that all the portrayals of all the characters were pretty spot on in the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except for
Yeah.
maybe Bane.
No, I like Bane.
I like Bane too, but in terms of
Bane?
trueness,
Tom Hardy.
Tom
right?
yeah.
I didn't know that when I thought I was like, oh, dang, that is him, and he
Yeah.
did a really good job. My goodness.
who's that at the door?
yes. Hello.
Is that Bane?
That's your worst Bane. That's the worst Bane I think I've ever heard.
You do it.
All right.
I'm just trying to get Thomas to do things.
Okay, so hold on. I gotta get in character.
Do you want to?
doesn't matter who our plan is. What matters is that we're crashing this plane with no survivors.
You know, that's Bane.
Do you feel in control?
Ah, dang. Who do you want to see, Tisha?
Ah, golly. Who do I want to see make it on the big screen, huh? Honestly, I think I said Black Canary earlier just because I thought it was really like I watch the CW shows and I think they're all interesting.
Yeah.
But no, I changed it. I take it back. I want to see Stephen Amell's Green Arrow on the big screen. On the big screen.
You think so?
Yes.
I just thought of one.
Yes.
I want to see the Penguin brought back,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I don't want a Danny DeVito like actual Penguin Man. I want like the Oswald Cobblepot from
Gotham?
No, from the Telltale series.
Oh, I've never seen the Telltale series.
I've seen bits and pieces of it. I'll give you that. Telltale does really, really good job on their games. I played, oh, darn it, what's it called? It's like a fairy tale one, and I can't remember it.
Sam and Max.
No. It's like it's the same structure as Telltale's like what they did for Batman, where it's a click and it's like every decision you make.
Yeah, it's
Oh, we just got another tweet. Why didn't it notify me?
I don't know. I tagged you.
Maybe that's why. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail.
No, you're golly, I don't remember. I don't remember now that what it was called. It's essentially like a fairy tale game kind of thing. But Telltale does amazing things, and I know I watched through some of the Batman one, and they did pretty good.
Yeah.
Like if anybody needs to get their hands on like a movie thing, it's them.
Yeah, it's them. Honestly, I also want, you know what? Who I also want to see, and I know it's probably not going to happen anytime soon, is the Swamp Thing movie.
That I feel like if Universal wanted to do scary things,
Yeah.
if they wanted to do that would be fantastic.
Well, technically, Swamp Thing is DC. Like,
yeah.
and it's technically in the DC universe. Like, it's technically like with Batman and
Oh yeah. Okay, I see what you mean.
and Superman and everything. In fact, he was in the new video game Injustice. And
Yeah, that's what they were hyping it up for.
Yeah.
I remember that they because they had been putting up pieces and pieces, and I think that
Yeah.
was one of the recent ones. Well, I haven't been following it lately, but I remember that.
But yeah, Swamp Thing is
What else?
technically a part of the DC universe, and I would like to see a Swamp Thing movie.
I feel like if they did like a Swamp Thing scary movie thing, that'd be pretty dope. Or like kind of how they seem to be taking up like the New Mutants. If they did that with Swamp Thing, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
So that'd be a pretty cool one. So
Tom Holland's so cute.
Do we have any other questions?
Sorry.
so many.
I already replied to that tweet.
Do we have like a lot of questions? Do you get like a lot of questions, Tisha?
Yeah,
What's
like-
up with that? Because I can't get any questions for our
No,
show.
I can't either.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I'll tell you what. Do you want to help me out this week?
Okay, what?
For our show, we're going to be doing. I've been trying to do a segment called Dear Ava, where people write in about their relationship problems. And Ava will help with her feminine response. And,
I can definitely post up. I didn't realize they were also like, oopsie, they were. Wait, what? I'm trying to like. They're some of them are like replying back. The reason why I get a lot of questions, I got a lot like literally like my Disney show like last week. It was all just like questions.
Was it
and we were
really?
just like derailing. The podcast that I keep mentioning, We Stayed Late, we have a Slack forum, which is basically for people who don't know, it's an app where you can create threads and stuff like that, people can join. So in the very beginning of their podcast, they created the Slack thing, and they had just a bunch of people jump on, and ever since then, it's just grown to like
Oh, wow.
I don't know how many people are on here anymore, but there's a bunch of them, in the hundreds.
Are you busy during our show next week?
I think I might be in class.
Oh shoot. Okay.
But I mean, I can still help you out.
Yeah,
though.
if you could throw that up there for me, because like we legitimately actually want to do this segment, but we cannot get anybody to respond.
Yeah, no,
for
for
us.
sure. I mean, like honestly, like I can probably. I feel like okay. So there's in the Slack. I'm talking about the Slack now because I can. I'm trying to think if anyone's listening, and I'm pretty sure they are listening, but. They have like different threads, and one of them's just the general one, and then there's also one where it's like we made sugar honey iced tea. That one where I usually everybody, because there's podcasts within the podcast. Like if I'm actually going to go back, because I do need to give him a shout out for giving me a question that Colby Complains never made varsity podcast, sent us a bunch of questions and stuff like that too. So there's a bunch of people who make podcasts and stuff, and we kind of just shoot each other, and it's just like a creative space for us to send stuff. But that's usually why I have so many questions, is because they send it to me on there.
Well, yeah, let's read some of them.
Well, would you be willing to?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah, just send
definitely.
me stuff.
We'll talk later.
Yeah. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Slack people, more people are coming your way with questions and all that good stuff. So we would definitely love it, and especially also if you guys just want to send us one right now, we'd love that as well.
Yeah.
I know we have a bunch of them. Let's see. We did a lot of TKs. We'll go into anime night ones. We kind of went through that. He asked, when did you first get into superheroes? What was your what was your introduction to the superhero universe and stuff like that? Like, what got you into that?
Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Yeah, because honestly, before that, like you, I mean, I think people know Superman through like osmosis, and I know Superman through like, because I used to like, because I went to like Comic-Con when I was really little, and I got like a book on like Superman and like Spider-Man and everything like that, but I never read comics ever. Like, so I think,
didn't even to this day. Oh well, no, I pick up every now and then, but I didn't either.
Yeah, but that's what I mean though. Like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man was the first introduction.
So for all three of us, then it is the cinematic versions of these superheroes is really what got us into it. It's not so much more the comic books growing up.
We were talking about this earlier. I'm not a comic person.
I don't mind comics. I think it, but also because now I can't buy them anymore. I bought a few of them every now and then.
Why can't you buy them anymore?
Well,
It's
it's
illegal.
more because
Are you banned from the comic store?
I work in a bookstore, so no.
She killed a guy in a comic book store.
Okay, first of all,
Are you somebody else's origin story?
Maybe.
The Blueberry Rises.
That's going in my IBS submission. No.
At IBS 619-594-6982. I ruined it.
No. No. Growing up, it wasn't really so much comics. It was more like manga. But it's the same concept where you could buy a volume after volume after volume, and people do that and collect it, which is fantastic. You do you. But the money-wise, I was like, I can't justify it anymore.
Oh yeah.
So, and especially now that since there's so many other superhero stuff that's like out here to consume, I would rather watch it on CW, or I'd rather go to the theaters and pay $11 rather than pay for like $50 of like stacks worth of like stories, which is like they're creative, yes, but it's just like I can't afford it.
I don't have time to read.
What?
I don't have time to read.
Oh,
There's
well, that
always
too.
time to read.
Well, see that?
No, there's really not.
There is, just like the 30-minute mark at the show, and I have to read the ads again, which I just realized.
Welcome to my world. Well, here's the thing for like comics is that like comics have been going on for like so long, and I don't want to like mess with the continuity, or like I don't want to be like, oh, I'm gonna read this, and then they're constantly like shouting back to like a different comic that I didn't read.
Yeah.
For like, especially for like cape comics for like Superman or like Batman, where it's just like, hey, in issue 49, like he put the Penguin away, or like in issue 58, like the Riddler did this.
Well, and all the different universes that exist inside the comics.
Yeah, and so like I can't get into any of like the comics. I'll get into like one shots or like indie comics, and like I said, manga definitely like.
Dude, thinking about all those times, all like big shelves of them that I'm sitting in my room.
Like, I have like a full volume of Yotsuba, like literally literally like 9 volumes.
I still want to. I kind of want to go back and collect it just because I have so many of them already. But I think at least the first almost like 10 of Fruits Basket.
Oh really?
Yeah, I have a lot. Jeez. Anyways, going back, we have a question away from the Slack because a lot of the stuff that they asked we kind of covered
I don't care. Like, honestly, like, you do you.
No, we'll have more. And honestly, since we do have the extra hour,
you have our permission, Tisha. It's okay.
You do you, Tisha. You do whatever you want.
Well, no, since we have the extra hour, and as questions kind of come in, as we kind of like start talking, if we have time, we'll talk about Star Wars.
Hey. Yeah, ask some Star Wars questions, dude.
Ask Star Wars questions.
If you guys want to send us some Star Wars questions, this will be a 3-parter. It'll be a Harry Potter. Not a Harry Potter. No, it's too much. It's gonna be a Marvel, DC, and Star Wars show. So if you guys want to send us stuff, feel free.
Sound like me there.
No.
What?
You did a Brett there.
What?
Because usually when I do my thing, it's Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube.
Oh.
And you just did the thing, so never mind.
I did the thing.
I don't know.
Well, this is a crossover episode, so.
No, that's true.
One question, though, to kind of reel it back into the Marvel and DC stuff. Paula Ruano. Hi, Paula. I love you. I promise I'm not ignoring you.
Love you, Paula.
She asks, thoughts on the new
Kiss.
Spider-Man / Miles Morales movie?
Yeah, I responded to that on Twitter already.
I saw that you replied back to it. Tom Holland is a cutie pie. I'll take more of him, please. Agreed. Retweeting. Because
they're making a Miles Morales movie, are they?
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Thing?
Are they?
I don't know.
I'm here for it if we are.
Who are they casting as that?
Well, I know they're getting already Donald Glover.
But then the thing, he's...
Oh, that's right. He was in Homecoming.
He was in Homecoming. And he's the cousin of...
Do you think that's...
Yeah.
He's the cousin of Miles Morales.
I didn't even put the 2 and 2 to that.
Yeah, because remember, like Donald
Oh my
Glover's like, you
God.
remind me. Like Donald Glover's like, hey, you remind me of my cousin.
Yeah.
Like you remind me of like.
Yo! Oh my gosh, my mind's blown right now.
Yeah.
What?
So I mean, I'm open to a Miles Morales. I think Miles Morales is a great character.
Who would they cast is a real question.
They're not gonna. I can know for a fact they're not gonna cast John Boyega. So I don't know about that.
He'd be too old.
He's too old. So I don't know. Oh my God! You know who they're gonna cast?
Who?
They're gonna cast the kid from Stranger Things.
Lucas?
They're gonna do it.
No!
Dude, you can. They can
Do you
cast
think?
him.
Do you think as Spider-Man he's gonna hang upside down?
Get out of here! Oh my God!
And this crossover is over.
This is over. Okay.
Wow! No, dude. Oh my God, that would
There's
be
nobody else
amazing.
who's young enough.
Okay,
Always,
but
like,
then if they did
recognizable
that,
enough.
like, they have to get the rest of the kids on too.
I know, right?
Please,
Oh,
please, that'd be amazing.
But honestly, like that would be the best choice for it. Because like, think about it. He's recognizable. He's about the right age for it. Like, all he has to do is pretty much just like maybe beef up a little bit. But like,
I mean, he's young enough where it's like if he does any form of like exercising, it'd be pretty easy for him too.
yeah, I know.
There you
right?
go, bud.
Yay!
But yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh
They're
my
probably
goodness,
gonna get
my heart.
They're probably gonna get the guy, like the kid from Stranger Things. They're probably gonna get him. I didn't know his actual real name.
Wait,
Lucas.
Shamik? No. I think it's already host. Paula just texted me actually, and she just said Shamik Moore is Miles Morales. Live Shearber is the villain.
Liev Schreiber.
Sorry, yeah.
I know.
So sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna look it up right
Who's
now.
Liev Schreiber?
I need
know
faces.
but I know the name.
I do not know. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna look up. 'Cause I'm sure Google will tell me what. But while we're doing that, definitely if you guys want to call in, Paolo, if you want to call in too,
Yes,
if you
please
feel like
do.
calling in at 619-594-6982, and also tweet me questions at KCR Tishtalk and leave them in the Is the stream still up?
It is. Yeah.
It's still up.
Also, we have the stream going up on my Facebook page at KCR Tishtalk as well.
How
Leave
many
me
people
questions and stuff.
are looking at the stream?
I don't know.
4.
Oh, it's still 4
Fior,
people.
hello to 4. Oh, Paula said she's good. She's cleaning her room. Okay, I'm sorry.
Wait,
Fine. I guess you just don't
we
have
have
time.
some comments on the.
Oh, my bad.
We have
haven't been
comments?
paying attention. My grandfather says hello. Let's see. Let me
there's-
open the comments here.
Steph?
Marvel versus
Fire?
DC thoughts. We already did that.
Okay, we have so many of them.
June was watching. Zach Ashley, Brianna Avalos. Thank you guys.
Hi, guys. Hello.
Emily Osorio,
Oh, she's a friend of mine. Hello.
Brandon
Emily.
Battaglia, Stefan
Oh, who's that
Soriano.
guy? Those two people.
Todd
Are
James
familiar.
on Facebook says DC movies are dark enough of the cool filters on the cam. It's not on the camera. There's no way because they shoot these things on. They shoot them in when they shoot them. They're flat images. Like they crush down the colors so they can fix them in post. Mm-hmm. And everything you're seeing is not a filter on the camera. It's a filter that's done in post.
Yeah.
It's all done.
You can trust this because this is coming straight from our video director.
yeah. Well, yeah. It's a film. Like I've gone through this exact thing. Like I went to LA to look at the cameras that they actually used when they shot these, and yeah, no, it's all done in post. That none of this is shot practically.
Yeah.
And then he finishes his thought by saying, Spider-Man: Homecoming, and Thor: Fraggle Rock were vibrant and colorful like the comics are. Love Marvel's movies. And again, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one. I'm going to go ahead and say that the marketing for both of them was quirky and bright, but the films themselves were covered in that typical Marvel like brown color.
You really think so? I think they were pretty colorful.
Wait, which ones?
Every Marvel movie. There's actually a video on it that I can show you. I'll send it to you later.
Really?
But it talks all about the color grading process in Marvel movies and how all of them have this like drab brown overtone to them.
Like what though?
It's really not noticeable because it's just it flattens the image out is what it does.
Like I can see that in like Captain America.
It's it's literally like every single MCU
every single
movie.
one. That's
Really?
interesting.
That's interesting.
If you compare the actual colors with what they're supposed to be, yeah. And then Brandon says Tisha.
Hi.
Yeah.
And then Brandon also says, "Hey Stefan, what's up? Stop talking to each other in my chat, guys." And then Paula.
No.
Paula.
Yeah.
Says Everett Ross, which Everett Ross that is.
Why?
That
Is he
that sounds
Bob
right.
Ross?
Why?
The guy I was talking about earlier. Remember we kept trying to figure out his name. I kept saying Martin Short.
No, that was Martin Freeman.
Yeah, Martin. I was saying I kept saying Martin
Oh,
Short.
that's the character.
It's Dr. Everett Ross.
Thanks, Pal.
I think so.
Let's see.
I'm gonna Google it.
Ooh.
Somebody pull up the wiki quick.
What, you got a good question?
I actually do have a good question because kind of questions, more like topic. TK brought up they're having a conversation also earlier, but they were asking about saying Constantine deserves a remake. Wait, what?
Oh, that's Everett Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Martin Freeman.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, Martin Freeman, a.k.a. John Watson from the Sherlock series and BBC, plays as Everett Ross.
Didn't that guy play like Frodo or something?
Yes. And he's Frodo Baggins.
That's why I keep saying Martin Short.
Yes. No. Frodo Baggins. No.
It doesn't matter. I haven't seen it.
It's not Frodo.
Yes, Frodo.
It's not Frodo.
Brandon
Is he
says
Bilbo?
this is thrilling
He's Bilbo.
entertainment.
There you go. I was like, yes, no.
Brandon, I would like to invite you to shove it.
What?
What do you say?
Why is he saying no? Don't say that.
Said it's thrilling entertainment.
I'm thinking. I thought that was a compliment.
No.
Oh.
It's Brandon.
Okay.
Being a jerk.
But it's my show, so it's a
what
compliment.
What was the question?
Oh no, not so much a question, but more like a topic that like darn, I'm doing that again. Quick side, like my parents like to listen in every now and then, and they always give me a lot of slack for no pun intended, a lot of slack for being like saying and like because when I first started, seriously, it's bad. But anyways, the TK on the Slack mentioned that Constantine should have a remake.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, Constantine.
I think that'd be fantastic if they brought that into DC. I don't know how they'd be able to do it, but
you know what though, like
it'd be fantastic.
Yeah, but then like I said, like the rules and like the well, you know what? They could probably do it after Justice League though.
Yeah.
Because they introduced like magic.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like if they were to do Constantine, it has to be the same guy.
Yeah.
Because the same guy that they casted in the CW show was a really good fit. And he ended up even voicing Constantine characters, I think, in the recent animated DCs. Which I will say, for DC's sake, that's where they have their strong suit.
Yeah.
Is the animated world. Because that's what I remember growing up with in terms of DC. It was the animation, not so much like this live action
Batman
stuff.
the animated series, Superman the animated series. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, that's Justice League.
What's his name? Bruce Timm. Bruce Timm is the animator for those.
And then
legendary animator.
And then that was when Mark Hamill was voicing as the Joker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I think he still does every now and then, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I know, absolutely. Yeah, I love the animated series. In fact, that's like, honestly, if I had to choose like a concise, like, good representation of Batman, I would say that the animated series is like the best representation of Batman.
Josh chimed in on the show 6 minutes ago.
What did he say?
When?
He asked a question: do fish drink water for the purpose of hydration and/or quenching a thirst? And Josh, I'm going to go ahead and
when did he ask that?
Why did he ask that?
I'm going to go ahead and direct you, Josh, to season 1 of Brett and Mackey in the Morning, where we answer this exact question. If you were listening, not that you care.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about, Brett?
We answered this exact question on Brett and Mackey in the Morning.
Did
he really?
Where's
we've
this
talked
question?
about it. It's on the KCR Facebook stream.
Oh.
Or sorry, my bad. It's on. So your stream is shared like everywhere right now.
Oh, thanks, guys.
It's on the version I shared on my personal Facebook, and that's where he asked it. So
Hey,
that's
Josh,
probably-
you know where you can also answer it? In the live studio, where
the
you're
studio!
at right now
I
on
know.
campus. Or call 619-594-6982.
Yeah, I know. Gosh.
It's just going to be a bunch of
Gosh.
screaming.
God.
This is the most screaming I've done on my show. I promise my show's actually not like this.
Yeah, but
It's the extra Brett and Mackee twang.
Hey.
Hey, hey,
Ahmad, what are
I'm
you doing
Mackey
here?
Deming. Everybody,
Mackee Deming. Goodness gracious.
I act like I hate the mornings, even though, you know, whatever.
You keep showing up.
Yeah, you
week
keep
after
showing
week.
up. Yeah, you keep showing up before Ava, by the way. Like, you, anyway.
Yeah, you know, now I think about it, when I was on Brett and Mackey, Ava wasn't there. And
Yeah.
Ahmad showed up. And it was
Ava.
like, what, a few minutes before Mackey was like, Ahmad should be here pretty soon. And then, like, maybe like a few minutes later, he
like
busts
that.
over and, hey guys, what's up?
Yeah.
His
Oh, hey,
habit
guys.
burger, which smelled amazing.
I know.
Like, nah. Yeah, see?
Man, I'm Ava. See? Bang, bang.
Okay. Alrighty, we're gonna keep going. Actually, we're gonna keep going, but yet I had no segue to that. I mean,
Are you
yeah.
just not used to the extra hour?
I'm not used to the extra
throwing her
hour.
off here.
You are seriously throwing me for a curveball, man. I mean, we're also coming up on
Ad time.
Ad time. in a few
I'll
minutes.
read the ads this time.
You'll read it this time?
Yeah, I'll read them.
Okay.
Can we do?
Are you gonna-
Can you read them as Bane?
I will not do anything to upset our glorious Lord and Savior, Josh.
Come on,
Joshua Giberson.
I don't.
I will uphold the law
As
and
Bane.
As what? I will uphold
Wait,
the law.
wait. Can you please put your hand on
Yeah, I will upload the law of
binder?
the sacred
Oh,
KCR
no.
text.
No, I'm not reaching for it unless he agrees to do it as Bane.
It's okay, you didn't have to.
Fine.
I will uphold the. Oh God!
Oh, things are falling.
This is what happens.
Things
Oh,
are not
God.
falling. You will. What is it? Right hand on the. Or no.
Right hand on the. Are we reading them now?
No.
Oh, okay.
Look in a minute. In a minute.
In a minute.
In a minute.
Do you have more questions?
I want to say, oh man, the questions are slowly segueing into Star Wars,
Oh, are they? Oh,
Yeah.
Hell yes!
and we were
Star
kind of
Wars!
talking about it earlier
Way
on
to go,
your
listeners.
show, actually.
Yeah, you.
This
Hey,
is so
Slack
weird.
community. I love you guys.
Are they wait, so are they listening, or are you just throwing
Some
it out
people
there?
are listening.
Hey,
Slack community. Hey,
Slack, yeah, Slack
I love
community.
you guys. Much love. Hey, you know what? Join me. postelvis.bandcamp.com.
He beat you to it, my friend.
Look
being
up Post
polite.
Elvis. Hey, support my music. www.postelvis. Let's look up Post Elvis on Google.
I'm just
Send me
gonna
all of your
logo on
stuff.
the screen.
I'll post it.
Anyways, yeah. I love you, Slack community. You're almost as good as Discord, but hey, you know what? You got it.
Slack community. If you actually want to chime in on a show, do it at Brett and Mackey in the morning, Tuesdays, 10 a.m. to noon, because I actually want people to chime in, and our staff doesn't do it. I'm shunned.
Oh. Well,
Oh, you know what? Here,
those are the plugs, and for besides those plugs, we also have a little bit more some ad reads from our good old guest over here on the other
Lame.
side of the mic.
Not the ads. The way we're gonna do them is lame.
Yeah, it's
the
okay.
ads are awesome, right, guys?
Can you
yeah.
put your what is it? What do
Oh
they
yeah,
do?
so the right hand.
Right hand up?
Right hand. Oh, I don't know my right.
No,
from
is
my
it?
left.
Yeah.
I don't know my right from my left. Okay,
You
so
also can't read.
the Aztec men's basketball season will begin Friday, November 10th, as they face San Diego Christian. Oh wait, these are not the right ads, I don't think, because November
should be.
10th. Oh, they face today.
Yeah.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
So check
That's
it out.
probably
Do you
what's
remember
going
that
on.
old GM that walked in here?
Oh yeah.
He said he came from the game.
All right. So,
Old
anyways,
who?
this Tishtalk is sponsored by Aztec Men's Basketball, and this show is also sponsored by our Instagram, KCR College Radio. Check us out, Instagram at KCR
No,
College Radio.
we can't tell them to check us out.
Oh,
Our,
no, but-
our Instagram exists.
Anyways, check us out. Sponsored by our Instagram, KCR KCR College Radio. Check us out. This is sponsored by Tishtalk. All right, we're good.
Okay.
Anyways,
I have short arms, so I won't be able to teach that. So you might. I don't know what you want
You
to do.
just got to throw it like a football.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. Well, as I try and attempt
you know, we're not gonna-
Okay, cool.
yeah,
We're gonna
just
get it
leave
later.
it. Yeah, we'll
Awesome.
let it later.
On the topic of the Instagram, it looks fantastic, by the way, June.
Oh, yeah,
who is our
absolutely.
social media director.
Check out-
It's aesthetically pleasing, which I love.
yeah, check out all of our social media at kcrcollegeradio.com. It should be for Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, like literally everything. So
Everything.
check us out, and also check out kcr.sdsu.edu. Hey, we got like blogs. You guys know that, right? Like we got blogs and like
I used to
updates.
write for them.
Yeah, check that out. There's a ton of good people that write for KCR.
Fantastic. There's a lot of people who are writing for it, honestly, which makes me. I haven't checked out it lately, but when I was writing, I would do a lot of like the movie reviews and like here's the trailers that are coming up kind of thing. But that was also for like maybe like a semester or two. I wish I could see more of that.
Yeah.
Because now it's just more kind of like a music, which isn't bad because we are a radio station, but in terms of variety, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, who misses Sam Weinberg, am I right? Bring Sam back.
No! I love Sarah!
This is inside management talk.
This is inside management talk, but
away from this.
Which show does not include that at this point? Let's be real.
We only did like a 20-minute bit on that earlier.
Oh, did we?
We were listing off who would be who.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I mean, I still want to know, because that's pretty funny.
There's been like a list has existed for a while now. You guys just don't know
About Avengers?
Yeah,
about who would be Avengers.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to know for sure. Let's finalize it on this special bonus hour.
You're doing my thing now.
I am doing
you
your
see
thing
that?
now.
She did it.
I am.
I'm proud of you too.
I did that on purpose. So.
Quit it, Britt. Quit bringing egomaniac.
You know what? That's it. Play the MASH theme song.
No, stop. I don't have that. What's the MASH theme song? Oh, no.
At Sarah, send me the list.
I know.
Oh, Sarah has it?
Yeah.
For Avengers?
Yeah.
Does she really?
Yeah.
No way.
Of course she does. They have all sorts of lists of people of who would be who and different things.
That's fun. Yay.
All right.
Paula.
What's up, girl?
She, when we were talking about the blogs earlier, she said that she read about it. She read the blog. It's how she found out about my Blueberry story.
Did you really? Oh, wow.
Because I was a part of, I think, Behind the Mic, and then a part of it was a little bit unveiled. I mean, she was within like my group of friends that created the Blueberry origin story. But
what is the Blueberry origin story?
Oh, sure, you had to ask.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's a sore subject, I don't know.
No, it's not. Oh. It's not, considering that it's my logo and everything. It kind of, I mean. Well, maybe we'll go into like origin stories on superheroes to kind of bring it back at one point. And I did talk about it a while ago. I think I talked about it in one of my summer shows. But basically, in high school, and yes, this is very, very off topic, the whole Blueberry thing started off when I was in high school. And this was during the time where Facebook would have those tag your friends if you're this, and this kind of thing. And so in our friend Facebook group, our friend of ours, Cameron Laufer, shout out to Cameron if you're listening.
Hey, Cameron.
He made like one on fruits. It was just a really simple thing.
Yeah.
And he tagged everybody, but obviously because a bunch of us were a bunch of like nerds and we're really like brainiacs, like my friends are way too smart for me. Like they're all on another level of clever and I can't reach that at all. And so each one kind of like represented us. And so the smallest fruit that he can think of and he put on there was a blueberry. And I was like, why am I the blueberry? And he's like, it's because you're small and that's the smallest fruit I can think of. I'm like, one, I'm not the smallest person because at the time, one of our other friends, Issa, she's an inch shorter than me. So it's like, so really, she should have been the one tagged blueberry. I should have gotten the next smallest one, which was like the strawberry, which is a little bit more fitting because I like strawberries more than I do blueberries.
Yeah.
That'd be a weird shaped logo, though.
It would be very weird shaped logo. Back then, I wasn't thinking about that. But fast forward to maybe like another, actually no. So that was probably like my sophomore year.
Yeah.
Fast forward to senior year, I'm hanging out with my friends Matthew Abreu and Andrew Edquid. We're watching Princess Mononoke from the studio Ghibli films.
Yeah.
And in our friend group, we have a really bad thing that we did where it's essentially the equivalent of screenshots, even though screenshots were also still a thing. But it's super like zoomed in selfies of us and like really ugly, like just like really bad blackmail kind of stuff. Yeah. So I took one of those pictures. Huh?
I have one of somebody.
You do?
Yeah.
I have too many of them and also too many of me floating around on the internet that like my friends have against me. So we were watching Princess Mononoke, we paused it, and there was like a scene where this wolf is laughing. He's like making this really ugly face. So I know
which one you're talking about.
Okay, so in that scene, I had taken a picture of that. Found that. It's fantastic. He just showed me the video. No, don't put that on the stream though.
It wasn't.
Oh, okay. And so I had taken his face and put it next to the wolf's face, like my friend Kevin's face, who was making a very similar face, and I posted it. And they're like, "Oh, we're thinking of you, Kevin." And in me doing that, he's like, "Why did you do that? That's awful. My face is everywhere next to this wolf." Like, it's a really zoomed in close up face. And he was like, and I was just like, "Whatever, dude. I don't really care. It's just good fun." He's like, "Okay, it's on." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, sure, it's on. Why not?
Yeah.
In me doing that, I completely forgot that he is one of like the most skilled in Photoshop.
Oh, I see.
That I have never known.
Yeah.
He was in yearbook. He did so much for that.
Yeah.
So within the hour, my friend Paula's like, she's hoping that I talk about it again. Of course they would. They all want me to talk about that again. Within like the hour, all of a sudden I get tagged to this picture, and it's a picture of blueberries, and in the far right corner is my face photoshopped onto a blueberry, and it looks awful. It looks real bad, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's my face. That's on, and it just in our friend group, because people were really still, that was around the time where like Facebook was beginning to be a lot more popular.
Yeah.
All of our friends liked it, and it was just like, it was this big thing, and it was to the point where they snuck it into because you went to Benita, so you guys did you guys have the senior spreads and your yearbooks and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So in our senior spread, they managed to edit a small little micro version of my blueberry face into that page somewhere. For those of you who have the Eastlake yearbook of 2013, if you go to the La Bench senior page, you'll see, you have to look for it, but my face on a blueberry is somewhere there. And
that's pretty deep.
It is very deep.
That's pretty deep.
It is extreme. I'm not even kidding. Like it's what I'm going to submit to IBS. Is that story, because I did another retelling of that story, and I'm going to pull it up so that Thomas can see it. Actually,
oh no, you don't have to pull it up. It's fine with me.
No, I'm just so you can see it. But I actually realized that it's still on some of my stuff, because like now I've embraced it. It's like it's my brand.
Yeah.
Like it's my logo, for God's sake.
Yeah.
But I also have it on, like, I think my Twitter page for my personal Twitter, and I think I also have. Oh no, I changed it on my YouTube page, because for the longest time I had it on YouTube just because it's like I needed a banner, and that was a funny thing, and it was a blueberry, so it was Yeah, so that's
the blueberry. Okay,
that's the origins.
The origin of the blueberry.
The blueberry, and my friends all call me Blueberry every now and then. They call me Bloopers. The only person who's really started calling me that again, Bloopers. Yeah, it's Bloopers. Bloopers. That's what it looks like, if you guys can see it.
Oh, I can kind of see it.
Yeah,
I see it. Yeah.
It's fantastic. No, it's not. I'm saying that sarcastically.
It exists.
It exists. It's a thing. It's on the internet. You guys can. So that's my story. I'm a blueberry.
Nice.
The only thing, I think the only other person who calls me that now is Josh, and he's like,
aww.
Yeah, because like I'll jump in on the show and you'll be like, Tisha May Blueberry Mara, and I'm like, why? Why must you do this to me? Oh my god.
Wow. All right.
We have a question from Anime Night, which is, this will kind of let you, Brett, explain some of your lore to me. He asked, what is your origin story for your internet brand specifically?
Do you want the lore of our show, or do you want like legit how Brett and Mackee in the Morning started?
Both.
And is he asking you, or is he asking us?
It's us. So I already kind of did mine, so you guys can go ahead.
Okay.
But since Brett,
well,
I know yours is a whole.
Yeah.
I mean, the story behind our show isn't that convoluted. You want to give yours first?
No, let's go.
No, because he actually told me his earlier, which is actually interesting, because his show started as something different than what it is.
Oh, that's not even the origin, dude.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's not.
Oh, anyway, okay, fine, I'll go. I actually started at KCR. I did a music show with two other guys, and we play. It was just an annoying mix of rock. It was like classic rock, and then I played punk, and it just was a bad mix.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'd each get like 4 or 5 songs in a show. It was just not great. So then I decided I had started listening to talk radio around that time, like a lot, and I decided I want to do a morning talk show. And so I started working on Brett and Mackee in the Morning around, I want to say, last December.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost been exactly a year since I started concepting it.
Wowie!
Yeah. And made logos and everything, got it all ready to go, and we decided that's what we're going to do. I got Mackee in on it somehow. Like, I still can't believe he came on board for it.
I mean, it's a good thing that you did, though.
Yeah, right?
Like, extremely. You guys have really good banter.
Yeah, thank you. So we scheduled it at the first meeting, which was my second semester in KCR. This is before I was even on management. And
Okay.
Is that the sad walking away music from The Incredible Hulk?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You can plug in. Do it.
Plug in. Yeah.
Do it.
Go
I
around
don't
the
even
other
think
side
my
of
music is also going it. So that is the origins of Brett and Mackey.
So we were supposed to go 8 to 10 in the morning.
Oh, yeah, this
on
part you told me on your
Thursdays
show.
last semester, and
Yeah.
then at the very literally as I was walking out of the meeting, a girl in the news department asked for she insisted the only time she could do her show was from 9 to 10. Or no, sorry. Yeah, 9 to 10 on Thursdays. And she swiped that 9 to 10 slot from us, so we went 7 to 9, and that was pretty awful. But we built up our following to what it is now, which is still not much, but it's something. And we make all of our I make all the production elements, intros, outros, sweepers, graphics, Facebook live stream.
Puts the live streams up, which we are super grateful here for. This is amazing.
Thank you.
I'm not used to. I'm probably gonna watch it again later and be like, what was I doing with my face? And I was
You're
also
gonna
like,
get some good Facebook profile pictures out of this.
oh no, that's not gonna happen. Haha, no. Okay.
Yeah,
so that
so
is
now
the
we're
origins.
Yeah, now we're submitted to be best morning show in the nation, which I am confident that we will have a shot at.
Good. We're gonna bring in.
We can
is super
stop
distracting.
the Hulk music. Yeah.
The music is super distracting.
I just wanted to do that.
Thomas, do you want to give yours?
My origin story. So my origin story doesn't start at KCR though. Like my origin story for post Elvis is that like literally,
We're gonna do some other music.
I would like.
Star
I
Wars.
really loved like
some John Williams, some
Yeah, you know.
some
some
I'll do
Yub
that.
Nub.
Some
Well,
Yub-
yeah, after your origin story, then we'll talk about Star Wars.
Okay, we'll
then
talk
we
about
get-
Star
I'll give
Wars.
it to ya.
Basically, post Elvis
Yep.
like started as like I needed a name for like Bandcamp stuff, and I was like,
Yes, Bandcamp.
yeah, for like Bandcamp stuff, and so like I
Never
thought
went.
like what like I thought of like the coolest name,
Ooh, my love.
and that's pretty much it.
And
No, I'm kidding, but like pretty much like yeah, like I thought of like what our age represents or like what like our era represents, and it kind of represents that we're living in like a post Elvis era. So we're like,
You're not wrong.
yeah. So it's just like that's pretty much the name pretty much stuck for that, and then like when I got into college, like I just wanted to do a radio show because like I don't know, I like music, and so
yeah.
that happened, and then Radio Hijack. That's the show I host Fridays from 1 to 3. Was supposed to be like a post-apocalyptic show. It's supposed to be like
So you didn't know that?
yeah, it was supposed to be like
No way.
it was supposed to be like oh yeah, you're listening in, and it's just like if you've ever played like Fallout or something.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be something like that.
That's
like,
so
but then
cool.
it never fruitioned, and so I'm just kind of like all right, whatever. Like,
But that's a cool thing to kind of be like, oh yeah, it's supposed to be a post-apocalyptic show, but now it's like it's stemmed from that. That's still really cool though, dude.
yeah, but that's
That's
pretty
still
much-
something. You're a really good storyteller.
Oh, thank you.
Like I'm just gonna say, I would definitely tune into that because even from the small D&D session that I kind of got to see you like run,
Oh, yeah.
I was like, wow, this is pretty dope. But that's really cool. And I also heard that you help out with the Brett and Mackey lore every now and then.
He does.
Mackey is convinced that you know more about him than he knows about.
Yeah, did you get to that part of the show yet?
No.
Yeah, Mackey it's in the best of, which by the way, you can watch our full shows and the
Yep.
10-minute versions of our 2-hour show on YouTube.
Watch
Brett
me
Mackey
cringe over
Guy Fieri.
Guy
yes,
Fieri some more. That I apparently started.
she did
You
actually.
start.
She- yeah.
You did.
I set myself up and I didn't even realize it.
Yeah, you come up in the conversation at some point. Mackey says that you probably know him better than he knows him.
Oh, dude, I don't know Mackey at all. You kidding me?
Well, I mean, that's what he says. So
Mackey looks like you're wrong
He
on
says
both sides.
He says otherwise. There were small children that walked in the hall.
Oh, it's okay. Oh my God. Oh, well. Somebody play the Western music.
Actually, no. I was gonna do more kind of that.
wow, you're giving him too much credit here.
Well, it was already queued up.
Could they mean old Ben Giberson?
Who are they talking about? Could they be talking about old Ben Giberson?
Old Ben Giberson.
Shift this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you want to go on
We're
that side?
going
Okay, we'll
We're
go this
going
way.
that way. Okay. There's things
We'll go.
moving around in the station. Goodness, the things that happen in an extra
so you
bonus
show
hour
up-
of Tishtalk.
gracious.
You show up for this live stream that doesn't have a banner.
I know, right? They don't have a banner.
I know. What am I wanted to sign something.
Yeah, you're not Brett and Mackey in the morning.
A banner?
Wait. Have you guys heard of the show on Mondays from 4 to 5?
No.
What
Called
is
The
it?
Groove.
No.
That I've occasionally hijacked myself onto. Yeah.
Really? Oh, what do you do in the groove?
Also,
We
for everyone, this
freaking
is.
groove.
Do you really?
Also, for everybody listening,
Big
really
time.
quick, we actually got Joshua Giberson, great old GM here. We finally got you on.
Yeah, and you're in like you literally like walked in with the Star Wars theme. Like there's no greater opening.
Well,
there's no greater
I'll
opening.
take that.
You're
That's true.
welcome. You're welcome.
Anyway, what's the topic?
Everything.
I mean, now that Josh is here, I guess we
Star
can
Wars.
talk
I guess
about
Star Wars.
We were talking about like.
no!
What do you mean? Oh no!
Do you not like Star Wars, Josh?
No, I enjoy Star Wars. I'm just again like I'm not very knowledgeable.
Yo, who's hyped for Battlefront 2? Me.
Oh, okay. The boys will talk about that
This
because I'm
laptop
not gonna.
runs at Ultra.
Ooh.
60 FPS.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Nerd.
So wait, what did you see the last Star Wars?
No.
Oh,
You didn't see
okay.
Rogue One?
What? Okay, what is the last Star Wars movie you've seen?
The ones before the last two.
The
So-
ones
So
before-
I've seen
Oh,
all
no.
of.
Oh,
I've
Wait,
seen
did you
1 through
even
6.
see Rogue One?
He just said he
No.
didn't.
no, he didn't say.
Pay
that.
attention, Tisha, or something. I don't know.
The ironic thing was I watched all of them again, so that I could go see the newer one at the time,
The Phantom
And you
Menace is the
didn't.
best one, right?
and then which one's that?
The first one.
Never mind. Somebody played a
Episode
MASH
one.
song.
Episode one.
You should just have that queued
Episode
up on my
one. The
phone.
one where he's
Can you
like.
can you get that queued up for me?
Okay, you know, yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I do like. I think it's.
the Clone Wars?
Ooh, you
Maybe
like one of
it
the
is
prequels,
The
don't
animated
you?
series, the Clone Wars, or the
I like the one that everyone actually hates. That says
So it's one of the
is-
prequels.
The Phantom
It
Menace.
has to be one of the
it is
prequels.
The but the only thing I like about it is when Obi's talking to Anakin and he's like, Anakin says, like you did this, and then Obi's like, you have done that yourself.
Oh,
Anakin."
you're talking about the third movie. That's
Yeah.
episode 3. That's Revenge of the
Dude,
Sith.
that's like my favorite
I have the
scene.
I have the high ground, and he does have the high ground.
Literally.
I have the high ground, Anakin.
Oh.
Wait, can you do the slave dude from
Oh, yeah.
from Phantom Menace?
Oh yeah, the slave
The
dude
flying,
who's just
the
like
flying.
who's like-
What?
so you remember the guy who's like owns Anakin's mom?
Oh yeah.
do that, dude.
Oh no!
Anakin, you're going to Padres for me.
What was his name? Hey,
I don't
if you guys
remember.
remember the name, tweet at me. Oh my god, kiss your Tishtalk.
That's
I forgot.
Great.
I own your mother as a slave, and you're
No. What was his name, dude? Now,
I don't
oh
remember.
my
I want to
gosh.
look up the phrases from Lego Star Wars and have you say those because
Oh,
that's all.
jeez.
That's
Oh,
what I
Dude,
right.
Legos is just like amazing in general. Like whatever they did with like the franchises that they made for mini stuff like that, Star Wars especially is just adorable.
preying on the
Oh,
weak.
you-
I
What?
hate sand. It's coarse and rough.
Oh, that's
It's
from the-
everywhere.
that's from the
Clone
first
Wars.
one.
That's from the Clone Wars.
That's from the Clone Wars.
That's from that really awkward scene where Anakin and Padme are standing by that lake.
No, there. Well, he says the same line in Episode 4, dude. Obi-Wan says that same.
You know he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
He says, "I hate
Wait,
sand.
wait,
It's
wait,
coarse
wait.
and rough and gets everywhere."
Did
says
he
that.
not say that?
Okay, hold on. a
Wait,
second.
hold on.
Somebody
We're
get
gonna
me
get
an
some-
ox. Somebody give me an ox.
Oh, I think it's over there. I was
Hold
gonna
on.
say.
Here,
oh,
I'm
okay.
playing this clip.
I'm gonna save this other clip then. You're gonna be on too. And I'll
Okay,
turn this down.
okay, hold on. I'm gonna find this real quick because
Goodness
that-
gracious! I'm not
that
gonna lie.
scene
This is not how my show usually goes, you guys.
we Brett Mackey did, didn't we?
You really
sorry.
did.
Do we need to yell more?
No, don't. We did
we
not.
sure? Oh my god!
It's like a mix of like the groove and Brett and Mackey. I don't even know. Honestly, I
Hey,
like.
hey.
You know how like Brett and Mackey has avocado,
Avatar.
Ava on their show.
Here, I found it.
Like that's what I've done to your guys' show essentially for like the past few weeks.
True change.
You know what I
All
mean?
right, wait,
It's
you
a
got,
good
you got
addition.
me queued up over there?
Yeah.
Here, turn that up.
It's coarse and rough and irritating. And it gets everywhere.
So bad.
Gets everywhere.
Oh,
That man, that's a clip.
yeah.
That's so
You know
bad.
what?
Classic.
Hey, you know what? I watched the Clone Wars recently, and I have to say, I really like. Nobody talks about like there's like a huge city, like a cyberpunk like esque city in the Clone Wars, but like everybody kind of forgets because it's just,
Coruscant?
like it's
Wait, since we're gonna be talking about Star Wars real quick, I'm just gonna play this in the background real quick.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, okay, thank you.
The jam.
But you're talking about like the bar scene in Coruscant, right?
Yeah, on like I guess
with the death sticks.
I think
Would
so.
you like some death sticks?
I think that's the one. I don't know, dude.
You want to go home and reevaluate your life? I want to go home and reevaluate my life.
Dude, a small tidbit that I didn't know. I didn't realize that like a lot of the stormtroopers in the movies. I'm gonna really turn this down because it's just gonna be super distracting. Are a bunch of celebrities. Like I think in episode 7 it was Daniel Craig.
Yeah, he's daddy.
Oh, is he really?
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know that, dude. I was like,
We're learning
what?
things.
Oh, that's right. And I think Simon Pegg is in one of the scenes as well, but he's not a stormtrooper.
Simon Pegg is he's the dude that like gives Ray the rations,
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
the portions.
So in the new
One
movie,
quarter portion.
I don't
Oh,
want.
you're ruining stuff.
In the new movie, I don't want to.
Yeah, 'cause that's such a
go
big
for it, dude.
spoiler.
Like,
yeah.
yeah, the rations.
The rations.
Don't
saw
tell
that
who
in
got the
episode
rations.
4.
I don't want to
Episode
know.
4. Episode 4. They show up.
Did you see new BB-8? There's a black BB-8
Yeah, the
now.
little black
There's a-
one.
oh,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cute. Now, and they actually turned it into a toy too.
Oh, his name is Watto.
So,
Watto?
so Josh, in the new movie,
Watto.
there's a you know how like there's R2D2?
Yeah.
So they put R2D2's head on a soccer ball.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I know about. Yeah, I know
He's
about
not
that guy.
that lost, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm not blind. Like it's pop culture now. It's like
there's a
walking around with a
there's a-
little BB-8 ball.
Yeah, there's a
attached
black
to
guy
their
in the
keys.
movies now.
Lando Calrissian?
Oh man, you're right.
I mean,
At
considering
Billy D. Williams, I'm sorry.
They should have got the guy from Ghostbusters to play the black guy. Or they should have gotten Ghostbusters to play Lando Calrissian.
you don't want Childish
Wait.
Gambino as it. You don't
Guy
want.
from Ghostbusters?
No, they as in like when they made the original trilogy.
Oh, the original.
the original trilogy.
Really?
They should have gotten.
Fine.
They should have gotten.
What's that guy's name?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
Harold. No, it's not Harold Ramis.
No, Harold Ramis was not black.
Oh no. Was he though?
Goodness gracious.
What's our next question?
What's our next question?
My laptop died, but I do remember one of the other questions from Anime Night. He asked me, what kind of like weird, what did you say? It was like weird lightsabers weapon that you'd want from the Star Wars universe. Because apparently there's like more than different, like one. I would just want a lightsaber. I'm not gonna lie.
Are we talking extended universe here, like Legends, or are we talking?
Oh, get out of here!
But the dark saber.
The dark saber.
I don't even know the extended universe.
Well, it's 'cause it doesn't exist anymore.
I know.
It's not canon.
Oh, it's
So-
extended. I'm sorry. Then yes, you did ask specifically the extended universe.
Well, so we're talking new extended universe, right? Not.
Yeah, sure.
I forgot.
Sorry.
I forgot that you actually are a Star Wars nerd.
I am.
Like I'm not. I only
He
know
wanted to talk about this. I wanted to talk about Marvel and DC, and it was like honestly like Marvel 80% of the time.
Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah.
so I would do whatever Count Dooku's lightsaber is. The red
Oh,
lightsaber
with the
like
curved hilt?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the curved hilt. I will take that one. Only because I like Christopher Lloyd. That's the only reason.
I just want a regular one. I don't care.
You're not getting away this time, Dooku.
You really are the Star Wars nerd. I should have you. I wanted to do a Star Wars episode and just kind of sit here and watch all the nerds have at it.
Who's down to play Battlefront 2 in the production studio when it comes out?
I'm down.
I'm down.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I'm down.
Well, Josh, would you have more input in Star Wars stuff or in superhero stuff?
Dude, it's probably about the same. Actually,
About
I'm not
the
gonna
same.
lie. Probably, like I probably know more about the Star Wars just because there's arguably less going on, like in terms of just the entire.
Well, like
superhero
now,
world.
definitely, yeah. We were talking about it earlier. There's just like way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I like it though. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true though. Hey,
You
know
can't keep
what?
up with any of it.
Who's hyped for Star Wars Land?
Oh, yeah, that's right. They're making a Star Wars land at Disney.
I mean, if Disney doesn't get shut down by Anaheim, let's be real.
What?
No,
Why?
they make too
wait,
much
why
money.
would they get shut down by
I'm
Anaheim?
not
All right.
saying that they would, but it's just like
you
they.
want me to explain it? Because I can explain it.
Oh yeah, please by all means.
As a
Okay.
signature annual pass holder, I can explain this. So basically,
Jeez.
Disney had a project in the works called the Eastern Gateway Project, and the idea of it was that the hotels across Harbor Boulevard from the main entrance of Disneyland, they're going to be torn down, which they already were,
Yeah.
and they're going to build a huge parking structure there. And then what they're going to do was, you know where the bus loop is now that takes you to the Esplanade,
Yeah.
where the ticket booths are? That bus loop was going to move over there. So all the buses offload at that parking structure. And then they're going to build a bridge across Harbor Boulevard that goes straight to Disneyland.
Okay.
So you walk across Harbor Boulevard to go there.
Okay.
And then that portion that is the bus loops currently
Yeah.
was going to become part of DCA. It was going to become Marvel Land.
Okay, so what's the problem?
So the businesses along Harbor Boulevard fought back against that.
Oh.
And because they were saying, oh, this is going to drive business away from us because people are, instead of walking past us,
Yeah.
they're going to
They're
walk
gonna just
over the
go
bridge.
around. Yeah.
Which you still have to walk past them to get to the bridge. So anyway.
But not only that too, there's like been whole things where it's like people are arguing that they're not paying their fair share of taxes.
That too, yeah.
There's a whole thing where I guess like their parking structures they're only paying for like $1, and that is like a massive parking structure for Disney. And also everything that's been happening with like the movie critics and LA Times since they essentially like banned LA Times for having a bad. Basically, quote unquote, having a hit piece on said like issues that are happening financially.
Yeah.
So like, I'm hyped for Star Wars Land, but if they can make it, that'd be cool without pissing everybody else off.
Do you think that like Disneyland will like? Do you think they'll get shut down?
No,
No.
Like the entire city of Anaheim,
They need
income,
it.
that's their income source.
Yeah.
There are no other
It's like
sources.
the equivalent of what Comic-Con is for downtown.
Well, yeah, but every day, pretty much.
Yeah,
exactly.
Pretty
all
much.
the time.
Well, and so Disney had fostered so much ill will with the new city council. Like, where if this happened 10 years ago and they wanted to build this, then they would have been fine because at that time the local government was friendly to them. But because they had built up so much animosity, the government kept spitballing them so they couldn't build their project.
Yeah.
And so they canceled that, and now they're building a new parking structure over. I don't know if you guys saw, they're building a new like 4-diamond hotel.
Yeah. Did you see the design for it?
I did.
Do you like it?
It's very bland and corporate.
It is very bland.
And so basically they're demolishing half of
Sounds
downtown
like
Disney.
Disney
and building a brand new hotel with parking structure over there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
Jeez.
To add on to the literal like yards of places that they have for it's insane.
Yeah, I'm hyped for Star Wars Land.
I'm not ready for the crowds.
Bringing it back.
Enough of business.
So do you think they're gonna have like free lightsabers at Star Wars Land?
Yeah, right. You wanting me? They're gonna try and milk you for all the money you got.
You know what? My friend had like, that wasn't my friend. It was, I was watching this on a podcast, and they were like, you know what they should do for Star Wars Land? They should have like an interactive thing where it's just like you get involved in like a mini adventure.
They have that.
For Star Wars Land.
They have that.
Do they really?
So the biggest building in Star Wars Land is going to be called, it's the Battle Escape attraction.
What is that?
So
that sounds amazing.
Essentially, it's a ride where you get in the ride vehicle, and nobody really knows what it is yet, but there's some patents that have been rumored to be like what it actually is.
Yeah.
And halfway through the ride, you get off the ride, and you walk through the attraction.
Oh, that's cool.
And then you get back on the ride. Now, the problem with this is that the rider capacity per hour is about 450 riders per hour. And I know somebody who has friends in Imagineering, like he's in the Disney College program.
That would work.
So Pirates is probably the most efficient ride at Disneyland. It will carry about, I think, 3,000 people per hour.
Oh, wow.
This ride carries 450.
Yeah.
So now, but think about this. They just launched the Max Pass system where they can essentially force you to pay for a Fast Pass, right? So $10 per day per person in your party.
Yeah.
And so the rumor is that these attractions for the opening year or maybe more are going to be Max Pass only.
Oh, lame.
So you have to
That's
pay.
how they're going to get you.
Exactly. You have to pay to schedule your time on that ride. Yeah.
But people are going to do it. People are going to do it because they're going to be like, let's see what it's like. Let's go find lightsabers and all that good stuff. My goodness gracious, it's so much.
And so that's probably going to be the eventual fall of the free Fast Pass as well.
Oh, wow.
Man, that's rough.
Man, that is rough.
Ironically enough, as we're going to tie it back into what we were talking about originally, like, aren't they also supposed to be doing like a Marvel world too? Like a Marvel land?
That California Adventure, that entire Hollywood backlot area.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't been touched since 2001, and it makes no sense.
Well, they already have the Guardians thing now. They replaced the
that
Hollywood
was
Tower.
kind of like the, which is sad because honestly, I really like the Tower of Terror.
Rip Tower of Terror. That was my favorite.
I know.
But there's a parking lot behind behind Guardians.
Yeah.
That is going to be the expansion back there. So they're actually, I think the plan is...
they're expanding not only the universe, but they're expanding the backlot.
Yeah. So the backlot is still...
Nobody got that joke.
Oh. Well, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Nobody got that joke. It's late. It's almost...
I'm not... You're not used to the 2 hours? I'm not used to the 2 hours.
I'm used to 2 hours, all right.
Oh, so technically this is like 4 hours for you. Just kind of spaced out a bit.
That's true.
But there's going to be a new Avengers roller coaster behind Tower of Terror.
Sick.
Can I ride the Hulk?
Is
there going to be like a Hulk?
Ride Chris Evans.
Chris Evans is not the Hulk.
I know.
That's Mark Ruffalo. Okay.
I know what I said.
I know Brett knows what he said.
Okay.
Oh, no.
And that's where we're going to end the show. Fantastic.
Match music.
I'm not going to do match music. Brett, you want to... Well, actually, now since all three of you guys are here, quick plugs. Go.
Brett Mackee in the morning, Tuesdays, 10 to 12. Watch our Facebook live stream, and I need Slack questions for Dear Ava on Tuesday. Okay. So we're going to be doing that bit. Facebook Live, Bangers Volume 23 is out. And go, Thomas.
All right, so Fridays 1 to 3 is Radio Hijack. Also, check out postelvis.bandcamp.com. And that's it.
That's good music.
I'm Joshua Giberson. Mondays 4 to 5 on The Groove.
Probably see me there, too.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. Well, this has been KCR Tishtalk. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you again, Summoner, for the extra bonus hour. New things happening here. This has been KCR College Radio. You're listening to the award-winning sound estate here at KCR.
Rod's...
SDSU.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Wrong show.
Wrong show. Rod Sterling is not going to take us away. Remember to follow us on all of the social medias at KCR College Radio and listen in again next Friday at 8. See you guys then. Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye, Rod Serling.
Bye-bye.